Montreal, we are just past the halfway stop on the pro competition. My name is Mr. Aquaman.
And I am Ultra David. I have to tell you that I think this is one of the most interesting set of results that we have had so far in the MKPK. The qualification process into top 8 has been arduous. This event has been the densest in terms of top-level play. The ratio of top-level players who could credibly make top 8 or even win this thing to the overall number of entrants, astronomical.
Yeah, absolutely staggering. We were sitting there in the crowd for top 16 as you guys watching from home were, and we were having a mini heart attack every single set, it seemed, especially the winner's side coming into this top 8. Nothing but final rounds. 3 matches in a row were actual final rounds, final health bars, final hits to get to this stage, and among this top 8 has got to be you talked about the most unique top 8 we've ever had. There are so many names that we've seen in every single top 8 we're not seeing here today. We're seeing new faces. We're seeing great representation, character variety. It's all going to happen right here at Dreamhack Montreal as we are coming in. I know we are coming in probably the most excited for a top 8 so far in the pro competition.
To be honest, that might be true. Yeah, players who, before we get to who's in the top 8, who did not make top 8, right? Why is this such an interesting result? So
everyone but 8 people, David.
Well, that's right, actually. But included among that everybody is a Foxy Grandpa who has previously made the top 8 each time. Not so this time. In fact, he's been top 8 winners. Now he's not even top 8. That's a big change. Scar has been in there. He's not in top 8 this time. Gur not in top 8, just outside in 9th. Same for Rewind, who just won
a pro
Celtic
competition
Throwdown
event
last weekend. And he didn't quite make it. He had to get the rematch against Sonic Fox from that grand finals. That was to make it into top 8, so Fox did make it.
If that one result isn't like a statement for just how strong this tournament has been,
right,
I don't know what is.
Right.
To win a pro competition event and then to not even make top 8 just because of the strength and what you call the density of the strong players that are here at DreamHack Montreal is just absolutely staggering.
People who got 13th were DJT, Phoenix, Honeybee, Coach Steve. Then even beyond that, you had folks like Tweety who didn't make it in there. You had folks like Biohazard who didn't make it in there.
Outside of top 16, just crazy results. A lot of classics there on the loser side to try to make top 8 as well. That Rewind Coach Steve match, one of the heartbreakers, I would say, of that top 16. Again, down to the wire, final health bar, final match, with so much at stake. There was one hit from Rewind, again, coming off a Celtic Throwdown win to being out that early.
Yeah, I hear you. Anyway, let's talk about who's in top 8. Who made the top 8?
That is just the journey here that you guys, awesome right here at DreamHack Montreal, that we're actually going to get top 16 and top 8 back-to-back for the first time in the pro competition, by the way. I have to give some shout-outs there. But looking at this bracket on the winner's side, 2 back-to-back, I would say, surprises as Deoxys finally overcame a demon and took it to Sonic Fox here on the winner's side, going up against one of the upsets of the tournament, Gun Show, making his premier winner's side top 8 at a pro competition event, and he has been kind of a ghost in the pro competition up until this point.
Well, he did it this time, and he had to get through Big D to do it. He had to get through Tweety to do it. He had to get through Jur, and then he just made it through Hayate as well. So, yeah, that unfortunate for him that there were so many Canadians in that list, but nevertheless, he made it in there, and he had an excellent showing in doing so. Dragon and Ninja Killer are the ones right after that. Dragon just made it in through Scar, and Ninja Killer, 4 rounds straight, I think it was, versus Foxy Grandpa.
Over Foxy Grandpa. Again, the guy that has been here at every single pro competition event. We know the strength of Ninja Killer, but on paper, right? Looking on paper, I'm looking at the piece of paper right now.
Okay.
Would be a surprise to have made it through that to the winner's side of top 8, right? But we know the skill is there, and he's just he's just putting it on display.
Tons of skill.
Dragon, really not the surprise on the winner's side of top 8.
No, we've seen that before. That's nothing new.
Anyway,
what we're going to start with, though, is the top side of winners, which is UIU Deoxys versus Gun Show. Deoxys on the right side of your screen right there.
This is going to be a battle of the bruisers. We have got Gearus versus, I know only out of the arsenal of Gun Show, Jax. And he has been really here at DreamHack Montreal and post-patch. That character is on the map now.
Right.
We saw the likes of Video Games Yo at Celtic Throwdown putting on a good display, and Gun Show here getting a victory over Hayate, one of the top end points here at winner's side top 8. He is just with this statement performance going to be jumped up in the pro competition points. We'll see if he can try to sneak in here towards the end of the season. And on the flip side, Deoxys was relatively consistent up until this point. But this result here, I think, is going to be a great jump for his young career. I mean, that victory over Sonic Fox, just the statement win that he he needed to really turn this pro competition around.
Well, you know, for Deoxys, he got 4th at EVO, he got 9th at CEO. On the online competition, he got 5th. Somebody he won Dreamhack Dallas, he won Texas Showdown. He's already had a good year.
Success, yes.
He's already had a good year. But this is the first time he's been winner's side of top 8 here.
And here we go into the match. Gun show. Jax, Deoxys, Geras. Game number 1, top 8 begins with a swing of the hammer at Deoxys. Look for the short hop, trying to Gun show the tricks up his sleeve early on. The full screen we have seen Gun show utilize fantastic movement of Jax, the wave dashes, the great zoning. David, it is all on display.
It's been so cool to watch the movement out of this Jax. Yeah, 100%.
Ooh.
Trying to battle, that's something you'll see often out of Deoxys. He tries to steal those turns with the fast down 1, mission accomplished.
And you know what the thing that he does best that sets that up is that he really makes you afraid to press a button right there.
Ooh.
He's got that flawless block locked and loaded, gets Gun Show off the defensive bar early, trying to get on the offensive, but swinging out of this corner is Gun Show. Says,
Oh, yeah, okay, he did complete it. Properly fuzzying things there, nice. Gets the grab. Those hands aren't hot enough. I need hotter hands.
Hotter hands only makes this character more dangerous.
Woo!
Beautiful swing there, and Gun Show gonna take round number 1 here. And we are here at full screen where Deoxys' only threat is gonna be that sand trap. Gun Show does have a couple of, I would say a lot of projectiles up his sleeve. This character's kind of sleeped on full screen. We have seen those rockets on display, those thumpers coming, the ground pound. And I would say that he has used ground pound more than any of the Jacks that I have seen.
I think that's true, yeah. I really like how he's been a full screen presence.
Yeah, he's been great at the mid screen, up close.
Oh, what a duck!
Wait a minute, this gauntlet's gonna get loaded. And
He's got the skull! The skull, it's so cool!
He had it earlier in top 16, and maybe that's what it's gonna take here.
He's the brains of the operation. Got a couple hundred damage for himself. Oh, okay, I like it. Oh, punishable, yeah.
And how much mileage did Gun Show get off of that amplified back forward to get here against Hayate? So many getting the hits. How effective is it gonna be here against Deoxys?
Hey, keep it up. Nice.
Beautiful pickup.
The hands are going to be warm. Oh, yeah. Okay, what do you got? What do you got? Oh, nothing.
Time to freak out. And
hold on. Is that it?
If he hits it,
give me that timing. Give me that timing.
It's gone. 400% for the damage is absolutely decimating the health bar. And Gun Show goes up 1-0 here, David.
It might as well have been 400%.
It's 400%. It's so much damage all at once. And the execution of Gun Show on display right there. Last hit just framed. It's got to be perfect.
I don't know about switching things out here. Look at he doesn't have the skull anymore. That's clearly worse. Clearly worse.
Deoxys obviously feeling
Come
that.
on, Deoxys.
He said no skull.
What a decision. What a decision. To
What
get
a
rid of
start.
the skull on purpose. I can't believe it.
Now we were running first to twos coming into this top 8, and now that we have arrived,
whoa,
we're
okay.
going to be going to distances here. Oh, he's changing up when he's taking on. That's pretty disgusting.
Last game he was much more about staying away and only. Oh! Look at this, he's relentless. We're working on an F right now, folks. Not anymore.
I actually talked to Coach Steve right before the top 8 began, and he said that normal is something you will never see out of Jax players, and we've seen it at a Gun Show twice this tournament, and in that fashion. Half screen anti-air pop up to the corner we go.
It's not quite enough.
Thumper.
I love that he builds that heat like that. Beautiful stuff out of Gun Show.
And he utilized that heat in every, like, how do I say this? He uses it in every way possible that the character's designed to, right? With the rockets, with every single crushing blow. He's trying to maximize the damage where and when he can. And utilize the tools best when and where he can. And here comes some damage out of Deoxys. Did
some damage?
Early.
You saying some damage about this?
That's a little bit.
That's all right. Some damage is what Aquaman said.
And this damage right now is what he sacrificed the damage for earlier to obtain.
Right.
What this character gets me, loads up that Infinity Gauntlet early on, and no one does it more frequent or better, I would say, than Deoxys. He is all about the damming.
Yeah, he really capitalizes well on almost everything.
And that health bar
this
is
may be it.
gone.
Yeah, should be it.
Because in his own words, in everyone's own words, when he does that, right, because you sacrifice that first combo,
yeah.
For the rest of the match, you have to touch them twice, and they're pretty much gone because all that damage is unbreakable. It's just a hard thing to deal with once he's got it set up.
Hey, okay.
There's the first
got pressure here. See what he makes out of it. A little bit. No stolen turn attempted right there by Deoxys. Gun Show knew it, and he went in.
There we go. That's going to load up some heat right there. And he's really, I've noticed that Gun Show is actually a little passive sometimes when he's got the heat.
Right, he has like a spacing jax. It's not just about wild pressure.
He really likes stepping back just a little bit outside of wake-up ranges, outside of some certain swing ranges, and he likes playing that space, has those zoning options, or can just turn up the heat at any time.
Well, he's going to need to snowball it now.
And coming for the mix. He's got the fatal blow. This is where we know.
One of the scariest things. He backs off to where he can react with that fatal blow, and now Deoxys knows that, so Deoxys is not giving him anything. Oh, maybe the chance. Oh, my goodness.
Every movement forward by Deoxys can just get lit up by this fatal
blow. There it is! There
we go!
Now, this is the start, friends. The next mix-up right here could be a 50-50 for the game.
Here we go. He's going to come in, one mix-up potentially, but we also know him to back up.
He's backed off. He has backed off in the past.
And there it is. He could come in with
some
lows loaded.
Okay!
It's the amplified back forward two. Snatched them with the unblockable grab at the end of that. You have to hold your crouch without blocking.
You have to just neutral duck against a character like Jax.
That has a bunch of mids. If he doesn't amplify it, you just get palmed right to the mouth.
Yep.
Hard to deal with here, and it's Gunshow in his first top 8 in the pro competition, up 2-0 on who is the veteran, not in years played, but on the pro competition here, having made those top 8s, getting some wins here.
Gunshow's weekend, incredible so far. Again, he's already gotten through Jur, Tweety, Big D, Hayate. Why not Deoxys?
Why not? Match point for winners finals. What an event. And for it to be a Canadian here in Montreal, David.
Uh-huh. Oh, Deoxys is trying to settle things down a little bit here. Yeah, just going for the loops.
We know it's not on the same level, but a Canadian did just win the female U.S. Open in tennis just last night. And if Gunshow can do that here.
All right, in A-Sports, though.
Yeah. I said not as big, but
in A-Sports, yeah.
Canada will take it.
Let me know what's happening in esports, all right?
Right now, what's happening is a lot of damage of Gears. This is exactly what's happening. And what's going to be for breakfast? Patience.
Oh, that was the startup. You could see the beginning frames of the fatal blow, but it just wasn't fast enough. The armor had not yet activated. Just a little bit too late.
Ooh, not sure what he was attempting right there. Maybe wanted to overhead to meet the approach. Possible input
there.
Here we go.
I love that wake-up timing. Into the damage. Oh, boy.
Well, he wants it all.
Yeah, well, oh, he even uses the crushing blow in the corner.
Over half health on a single touch out of Deoxys to get back into this match, and only needs one more offensive bar. Is coming back, too.
No, too far. Not punished, actually. Very rare to see. But that said, Deoxys still with the giant life lead. How long, though? That's the question.
Here we go.
Because now there's going to be these fully hot hands. He's going to come in with an oven.
With this health deficit, you would think that the patience is not going to be there, right?
I guess we'll see. Just like that, it's pretty close in life. Will he go in? Yes!
Oh, and he did commit!
Boy, if he had.
Every time they don't commit. And it doesn't seem to pay off. But you know what?
Chip it out.
Still going to have the 2-1 lead as Deoxys with the choke. Going to apply some pressure on Gunshow here, getting himself reestablished in this winner's side top 8 match.
Yeah, really nice stuff by Deoxys. I mean, I'm just still thinking back to that 500+ damage combo. That was a huge part of it. But that really is how Deoxys plays. He's looking for the optimization, and he does a great job of it.
On top of being just an incredible player. Really solid.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's everything in his game plan that he attempts to optimize. The way he uses flawless block is the same kind of thing.
Yep. He just gives himself the best reward possible. He really sets himself up.
Just like that.
Here we go.
Right? I mean,
again,
he woke up with a different timing.
Only
right into stand 1.
Only got 57 damage there to get over 500 later.
Exactly, yeah. All right. Oh, it's hard to take your turn after that.
Forcing that breakaway, but that's what's so great about it is that the damage has been done, right? You sit there and you say, I'm out of here. No, you've still eaten 300, 350 plus before the breakaway can even come. But Deoxys still fighting a health deficit here. Does have a fatal blow, does have the bar if he gets the hit, and instead we got some Gearus throw loops. The most nutritional breakfast in the NRS scene.
Okay. He's feeding it to him. Time, Judge.
Oh, man.
Look at the delay right there. Trying to find something. Maybe trying to whip punish it down 1, but it didn't come. Deoxys then runs up, and what else would it be but the grab?
Nothing else but another throw. This man needs some milk to go with this breakfast. Deoxys back in what could be the driver's seat here. If he can tie things up here, does eat that throw. It does come mighty quick, David.
It does. Nice. And again, Guncho just taking that opportunity to heat the hands up a little bit. I really like that usage of time. Right back in there, friend. Come on. You're not getting out that easily. No, trying to jump as well. Guncho's really trying to take control here.
1+3 did pick up 2 there. Sometimes it drops on the anti-air. Got some heat loaded. And nice reversal position by Deoxys here. And is the breakaway coming? It does come. Deoxys not going directly into temporal advantage. Want to try to maximize and get him off this defensive bar because the next hit will put him in the lead.
And now Deoxys. Still got that corner control. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh! There's a lot of red up there. Right back into the corner.
And he's coming off with a crushing blow, too, for the extra damage. 435, and didn't believe on the jump in, but another throw is going to do it. And I wouldn't want it any other way. I know you, I know the viewer at home. We are going to a final game to start our top 8.
Amazing play out of Guncho in those first couple of games. I really liked a lot of what he did. I mean, I continue to like a lot of what he does. Yes. But then Deoxys, the way that he pressures, he's making a lot of right reads in there. He's making a lot of right reads in terms of the button timing situations. His slight delay into wake-up stand ones has really taken control out of some of Jax's whiffs. And, of course, the gigantic damage.
Yes, he has just gotten the hits here in these past couple of matches. He does have a lot of experience in this matchup. Rewind and him run this an awful lot. They're running it before top 16 even started, so he got some good experience in. And he was utilizing a lot of that short delay in the wake-up buttons. The Jax Oki, you know, almost the 4-2 whiffs. Even if they commit, there's an awful big gap there before that 1+3 comes or the stagger. Oh!
Got him out of the sky.
If he would have done forward 2-1-2, it would have whiffed. That was a nice pickup there.
Okay, very nice. Is that it? He's got a bar. Oh, no, it's not going to come up. All right. So he's going to have to settle for only 307 damage.
Only.
The question is, how intense is Guncho going to be? Well, it doesn't end up coming up. I was wondering whether he would spend resources. No need to even consider it. It's match point Deoxys to get into winners finals.
On the verge of a reverse 3-0 to start things off. Ooh, coming in from downtown with the 4-3. That's something Deoxys has definitely added a little more to his arsenal. Likes getting those anti-airs with it at max distance, plus on block. You know, just like we see Gur's utilization of the normal. They're learning from each other here.
Oh, really?
That was pretty wild right there.
He did see the 3 before. Deoxys remembered it and just went in and knew it was his turn. If you wanted it, here it is.
And how late in the set did that finally come through? And of course, it's going to work. You know, he's got him conditioned, trying to swing with down 1 from Deoxys, disrespecting Guncho, and Guncho finally taking his turn. And Deoxys says, I was ready for it the whole time. Wow.
Look at all these turns stolen by Deoxys. Guncho needs a big comeback, but what better character to do that? Yeah, as soon as you went into the sky, that was a fatal blow. Now, will we see the mix-ups?
Dash up command grab, dash up throw, dash up forward to 1+3. He could even do a combo into the Rockets with the crushing blow.
Hey!
And he believed, but this is going to scale and it's not going to kill.
He went with the low, the very unsafe low, but he went with it. That was for the set right there. That was for the match.
That's the scariest one too, Block. When it's a mix-up like that and overhead's coming, staggering, anything else is coming, and the low so hard to deal with. Excellent to bet it all there from Guncho on what was the better option, the harder to block option.
Well, very nice by Deoxys. It has felt like this has been mostly Deoxys for the last couple of games, but Guncho has brought it back. Match point both.
And Guncho held on to his defensive bar there. Deoxys coming off of all of his offensive resources. Now, if he gets those wild swings, to play a little patient here, wait for that offensive bar to come back. Looks like that's exactly what we're going to see here. Possible miss of a flawless block attempt by Guncho right there. Only got hit by the second hit, which is flawless blockable off of a jump it.
Didn't complete it. Deoxys now has, I feel, really had control over the button timings. He started to get a great read on Guncho. Guncho has not, unfortunately, gotten the same. It's a big advantage now for Deoxys. Okay.
There we go.
Guncho still alive. Can't get to, oh no!
And there's the brutality. Off comes the eyeballs. Reverse 3-0 to start our top 8. Deoxys getting the win and moving along to winners finals.
In the patch, they made it so that there's more of a difference between the overhead or the low right there. And you know that, and you probably have practiced the timing to always low block, high block, right?
That's right.
The fuzzy guard timing. But
low high.
In that kind of situation, as tense as it is to get into winners finals, it's hard to make those things work.
It really is.
That's the moment when, you know, even if something is easy in training mode, it can become very difficult.
In these situations where there's so much pressure on you and that fear of the overhead, is always there no matter what. And in that situation where you're like, I'm not too sure if the low is going to kill, and it's a fraction of a second for you to get that fuzzy of a low to high.
Small fraction,
so,
3 frames.
Yeah, 3 frames. And you can easily mess that up. And as someone that as people that dabble with the character, it still works. It just does.
I mean, yeah.
It just does.
It's true.
Especially when everything's on the line. Congratulations to Deoxys moving along. And Gunshow just going to move down into the losers bracket. Does have another shot here as coming up on to the stage is going to be our next winners side matchup, one that I'm excited to see. You know, talking about Gunshow versus Deoxys, we haven't seen on the pro competition. Another one here, kind of surprised that we haven't seen, even though Ninja Kill's only about the one event. But Dragon avoided him down there at CEO.
That's right. Dragon ended up getting second there, whereas Ninja Killer ended up getting fourth.
I believe Fox double eliminated Ninja Killer at CEO. And so this is our first time seeing them meet in bracket, and I'm incredibly excited. The way that Ninja Killer played Killa, I say it 2 ways every single time. The way that he played against Foxy was just astounding.
Right.
For him to what seemed like out-control a control master in a Foxy Grandpa was sensational to watch, and almost looked like he out-veteraned the veteran.
Everybody's path sounds like this, okay? They're all wild. But Ninja Killer had to make it through Nivik and Rewind, and then, like you said, Foxy Grandpa.
That match against Rewind of Saturday's matches was absolutely sensational for him to, you know, put into losers the winner of Celtic Throwdown. It was such a statement win for him, right?
Whereas,
for only a second pro competition event, one that he definitely needed to attend. Like, this is the perfect opportunity. I thought Fox was passed out right there for a second. Is this that boring, Sonic?
Yeah, he can't hear you. I mean, he could, but he's just not paying attention.
But no, he's
Ninja Killer currently 13th in points.
Yes, so with the Stop performance is going to move up because he was 13th before coming into this.
Yeah.
And like I said, this was an event that he needed to come to because he fell out of top 12 right before this event started. So this is just perfect for him to try to regain the points and for him to show up to one event, get the points, just chill, hang back, and he's still in position to make final combat. And he's like, oh, I'm out? All right, let me show up one more time.
Right.
And perform equally as well.
Well, he's doing that right now. At a minimum, he'll get 5th. Of course, he wants to get higher than that.
He's giving people the minimum amount of Ninja Killer experience and trying to make final combat.
Okay, that's
Wait
the
a
strategy?
Minute. That might be the strategy.
That's the strategy? Wow.
Unfolding before our eyes like the Da Vinci Code.
Genius. Dragon's path was to get through Manager Matt, Station, Beyond Toxin, and then in order to qualify for top 8, he defeated Scar.
That was a pretty convincing win for Dragon, too. Very good stuff there. Dragon, of course, no stranger to this position. And here is the thing.
Yeah.
For what is once, he does not have Sonic Fox on his path on the winner's side.
Right, sure.
We've seen this before, and I'm going to bring it up.
Okay.
I hope he doesn't hear this.
He's listening, for sure.
And kill me. His two biggest wins of the two biggest wins of his career, he avoided Sonic in the bracket. It has to be said.
You're right.
If he can do it again, will he be the best player here today?
Well, he's already...
Even if not, will he be the best player today?
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, he's second in points overall throughout the year, and he's on a great track in order to get
how you answer them.
First place or, you know, certainly minimum 5th this weekend.
Whoa!
Wow.
But in his path,
anyway, these are the characters that we expect out of these two, Dragon, Cetrion, Ninja Killer with Liu Kang.
That's right. Excellent start here by Dragon to get the crouch punish. And Ninja Killer's like, you know what, this is going to tickle, I'm not coming off. And that's a bar, and that was pretty close to taking that flying kick to the mouth and getting crushed and load at that. Scary stuff. Liu Kang, just an absolute complete character. Can play this at full screen, can play this up close.
Yeah.
These are two real complete characters. That's why you see them here in top 8, and that's why you see them kind of flogging the top of some of the tier lists out there.
Yeah, a lot of people are putting these two right up near the top. At the top, even. Wow, okay! What a
Ready for the cancel into Hell's Wrath.
Look at the anti-air out of this guy. Amazing.
And here we go. This is Ninja Killer, ladies and gentlemen. If this is your first time seeing him, you're welcome.
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah, speaking of complete characters, as a player, he's very complete as well. He has the execution and the mix-ups and the spacing and the timing and really everything.
And again, to come into competitive with that, right?
Right.
Having never been really seen before offline at competitions for him to bring that.
Yeah, his story is much more about online play until just this last few months.
And apparently from what we found out yesterday, too, the household is incredibly skilled. And do you honestly want to know what that reminds me of?
Yeah.
Back in the early 2010s, right? Sonic Fox's household was very similar, where it was the older brother who was rocking the world championships of VOA, and it was Sonic Fox that so young and as a little kid, starting his career and getting those results incredibly young.
Yeah.
And we saw Ninja Killer's brother taking the Sonic and Dragon Ball. Only happens to be one of the best players of all time.
Pretty good. So we got the corner here for Dragon. He's got a little bit of a life lead.
So I think the question
trying to
is,
maintain it, but man, playing against all the tools that Lou has in that situation, very difficult to do. Now we see Ninja Killer. Okay. Oh, what a tech!
Ready for it. Has the flawless.
A little too far.
Punish.
But again, right into the grab is Ninja Killer. And yeah, I mean, as you said, Lou just doesn't really feel uncomfortable here. He still has great fireballs. He has the ability to move very quickly with that dragon kick. And he's playing like it. You can see him hopping every little while, just in case the geyser comes out.
And this is something that, again, we saw him.
Okay, wow.
That we saw him
310
against Foxy, where he has been in control against the best players in the world at controlling the paces of the match, at controlling the momentum. And Ninja Killer's taking it to two of the best on this planet, back to back. He's looking poised.
Yeah, I think the thing that jumps out to me the most about Dragon is control. I think that if I had to describe Dragon's style the sort of most succinctly, it's that he's control, and he's great at it. And yet, in that match, it felt like he was the one who needed to move because it was Ninja Killer who was controlling, especially in the final round. Yeah.
And I would say that also about a Foxy Grandpa, but here's what gets interesting. I would say that about his Shang, and not necessarily some of his other characters. But his Shang is all about that full screen presence, the up-close presence, and just playing the spacing. We were so impressed by some things Foxy was implementing, even on the loser side run, the winner side run, of course, the Celtic run, with his presence of mind and reactions to utilizing the ground eruptions as half-screen punishes and just controlling the pace of the match and stopping you from approaching, punishing you full screen. That's exactly what Dragon likes to do all day, every day with Cetrion, but it's Ninja Killer up 1-0.
Nice, and he does spend the crushing blow on it. 2 and 3 comes out.
No breakaway by Ninja Killer. He's just going to take this.
Yeah, how about that? Okay, so 40%, 400 damage.
No meme at all that Liu Kang still might be unhealthy.
Oh, wow, really took control of that situation. Ah, but here's Dragon, absolutely ready for that.
No offensive bar. Made a championship caliber decision to get 14%. That is what we are looking at when Cetrion is low on resources, and she's so resource heavy on her offense.
Fight.
You may ask yourselves at home why Dragon doesn't get a lot of conversions off of jump kicks, because it's an odd space for Geyser to completely whiff. Because sometimes she can do close, sometimes she can do far, and there's a magical middle spot where they both can whiff, and that looked like to be one of them. So smart not to go for it and potentially be punished.
Well, Dragon definitely looking a lot better. Okay, yes, he checks the movement right there at Ninja Killer, trying to move
and
a
with
little
the
too early.
Lead, I expect him to have the control with the healthy, just like we saw Ninja Killer last round.
Right.
Oh, sorry, last game.
Yeah, it's definitely on Ninja Killer to try to move in, and you see him trying to find those opportunities. Dragon, each time so far, this game has really shut it down. Oh, even the jump right there. Even that jump. The mix-ups, the spacing were just totally controlled by Dragon in that game. Like I said, that's what I think about his style.
And he's had that really since day one emerging onto the scene.
Yeah.
And I hate to bring up the character, but Kombat was the same way, only a way different style, but all about control, in that you never had a turn or got to play the game. Right. And so he really likes taking away your options and taking away you playing, essentially.
Knock shot out of the sky. Ninja Killer can't quite move.
Wow, those tendrils were out there for quite some time. They were just lingering. Like a cranberries hit. That was a deep reference. I don't think anybody got that.
I'm from that.
Here we go.
I'm from that decade.
All right, let's get it. Balls have been great, and that was a reversal counter, so it wasn't a punish.
No, but look, the intention is to try to get the knockdown into pressure, and he is up close in a way that he has not been in this round until right now because of that dragon kick.
Dead even on
What
health. Ooh.
timing.
Opening him up with a 4-2-4. Breakaway, and this is where Dragon had him in the last round to be able to maintain the control, make a big reverse jump, and he rebuilt the space with the backwalk there. Very smart.
Just great backward movement, does Cetrion. That said, Ninja Killa's in now, and if he can really find one mix-up, one hit can do it. Yes, absolutely.
And we saw him against Rewind just swing.
Okay, there it is!
The confirmation! Ninja Killer taken round number 1 here. And we talked about that statement win against Rewind. It was a swing into Fatal Blow, where only second hit of the string hit, and he just did it. So I don't think that he's afraid to put it on the line.
Right.
Round 2, fight.
Wow.
Appreciate that play style.
And right there, how much of that round was Dragon in control?
Right, exactly. Here's Ninja Killer just like that. Escape failed. It's a bummer against Liu Kang. Wow, hoping to snipe her out of the sky, but instead Dragon was on the ground.
Dragon's probably hoping that wall would absorb it that high too, try to get that crushing blow in the application. Barely seen in competitive play. Ooh, loving that back movement by Dragon. Trying to catch Ninja Killer, whiffing in front of him, trying to get him to reversal buttons. And wake up jump.
Yeah, he's out of the corner now. Just like that, it's Ninja Killer's turn. Oh, he wanted it so badly, and then Dragon expected the forward movement.
Almost tying up the health.
Yes.
This is going to put Dragon on life alert here. 80 health and just a forward 4 after the jump in. Dragon getting disrespectful and retaking the lead is Ninja Killer.
Yeah, that was one situation where Dragon thought he could steal that turn.
That's right.
But nope, got his hand slapped.
That's a big 50-50 in Mortal Kombat is where does that jump kick interact with your hurtbox, right? If it's really high, a lot of frames come off, and there's a lot of gaps where people just press buttons down ones, and they always steal turns, and I get triggered. But depending on where it is, and especially against a 9-frame mid,
right? Yeah,
it can get very tricky.
An extremely strong offensive tool in this game.
Round 1,
So right back
fight.
into it as we're on the Dreamhack stage, of course the tournament stage. Spin 2? Yes, he does.
Round 1 fight into I'm in the corner
Lovely.
against Liu Kang.
Okay, interrupting it. Extremely important string right there for Liu Kang.
And he rarely lets that whole thing rip.
Again, we have an escape failed.
Very similar to Rewind in that they rarely go past forward 4. Really just forward, like forward in of itself is just a mix-up.
It's very good.
Big teleport there by Dragon. Didn't have the 2-1-2 loaded, but still getting all of this damage, 1 hit at a time. Chipping away at Ninja Killer's health, almost giving him Fatal Blow, and this is where the last match kind of was around the same thing. Once he got the Fatal Blow, he really needs only 1 confirmation from here on out to put himself on match point. Can Dragon survive?
No whiff punish for Dragon, but that said, he still has a lot of control here. All the way at any time Luke could get in, he can still do this.
Caught the
snipes
toes.
him out.
Accept nature's harmony.
I really like Dragon's buttons that where he sort of expects that Ninja Killer will come in, and there's a lot of oh, what?
Entering the Matrix on that flying kick is Dragon here.
He believes.
Sensational. And that could have easily caught in the startup frames of it, too.
That's the first time that interaction has even come up. I think that's the 3rd time in the whole set Ninja Killer's done Dragon kick like that. Okay, so he's got the crush loaded, I believe, now.
Keep some restood. +3 in the corner off of that bicycle kick restand.
Oh, maybe not. All right.
I probably has it now, and this is exactly what you want because now he has it locked and loaded here in what could be a final round match point. Ninja Killer.
Fight.
Too far, but not quite whiff punished. Dragon's got to make something happen here. He's got to be a little bit more heavy in control, maybe. Oh, he had the right idea. I didn't believe it.
It was a counter 2. Would have been the damage, or at least the defensive bar off of Ninja Killer.
33%.
Gave him the health lead here that he needs. Dragon is just going to try to make up for the damage really here with Cetrion. That's been a big difference here. It's just been the damage output between these two that have been playing so similarly.
Again! No application, just a lot of advantage frames. Ninja Killer is trying to take it. Again, Dragon takes a turn. He's really interrupted well.
Hard comeback character is Cetrion, but Dragon the best on this planet.
If he finds the right hit, he's not gonna find it. Ninja Killer ends up doing it. And that sets up our winners finals between Deoxys and Ninja Killer 2-1-2.
And what does this set up is something we didn't talk about coming into this top 8, is that they have history at CEO. Final round, final game, and Ninja Killer may have pulled off the greatest read in Mortal Kombat 11 history. He did forward 4-3, up 4, parry. Or it was something in a parry that he knew Deoxys was going to try to flawless block, and Deoxys flawless blocked, up 2'd, into parry, into 60%. You're out of the tournament. Have a nice day. For you to blow up what is already one of the hardest things to do in this game and to call it out is crazy. I cannot wait for that run back. Are you kidding me?
You know what else is going to happen in loser side?
There's no way. Potentially?
Yeah, potentially. So we're going to go down to losers now. Beginning of top 8 will be Dizzy versus Kevo. That's what's coming up onto the stage. The winner of that will play against Gunshow. And the bottom side of losers, it will be Hayate versus Sonic Fox. The winner of that will play against Dragon.
Oh my goodness. Welcome everybody to Dreamhack Montreal. This is going down as such an iconic tournament for us. And those are our top players, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I guess that's in the game, so that's probably allowed on stream too.
Oh, absolutely. Rated R, right?
Oh, well, we'll see Sonic Fox soon enough anyway. So, again, we're going to get Dizzy up here versus Kevo. Now, Dizzy had to make it through a Foxy Grandpa in order to make top 8. It was, unfortunately for them, the team kill of the 2 UK folks who came out here. They have a very strong scene, and at least one of them made top 8. That's good.
So the Spellcaster pick was a big surprise to us.
Yes, that's right.
Having talked to him after, it was an accidental pick.
No way!
Yes.
Oh, no!
And, yeah. Because that's a tough variation. It's just a tough variation.
That is killer.
But even then, that final game against Warlock was sensational. Dizzy really needed the win.
Yes.
He's right there on the cusp at the bottom of that top 12 range, right?
He is currently 10th overall.
Currently 10th, and just trying to solidify the points. He said that he came here for 2 reasons: points and capital.
Okay.
And he's got both, making top 8.
Okay.
And he's just trying to get some more, baby. I'm assuming capital means money.
I would think.
Dizzy could have hit me with something that I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that's what he meant.
Now, Kevo is on the outside looking in. He's 22nd in points overall. So by getting top 8, he'll have shorted up a bit, but of course he needs more.
Jackie Briggs, Liu Kang tournament.
And someone else who has a top 8 on the pro competition that really needed points.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Very similar to Ninja Killer. Right, got the big performance of CEO.
Yep.
And hasn't really gotten points outside of that.
Yeah, he got 17th at EVO. He got 4th at Defend the North. He got 7th at CEO. You know, it's not like he has had a bad time. Again, he has substantial points, but he needs more.
Yes.
This I gotta see.
He was sent to loser side by Sonic Fox after defeating Biohazard. So his run has already been tough. He then had to make it through Phoenix, Scar, and now he's up against Dizzy.
And Dizzy, another Liu Kang here in this top 8, and Kevo rocking Jackie Bay Briggs.
Yeah, not the first time that we've seen Dizzy go with Liu Kang.
That win over Scar by Kevo, I saw what had to have been like 5 forward 4 whip punishes back to back, and I was like, this guy's playing out of his mind.
Right. Well, starting things off well here. Oh, no. Okay, well, at least into more pressure.
These two, I'm assuming, have absolutely no history on the pro competition as well between the two. Not to my knowledge. We're going to take a look at that. Kevo Reborn trying to outplace himself on the last pro competition at CEO. See if he can place any higher here.
You are correct. I don't have a record of them having played, and thank you to fgcombo.com for helping us with that research on the fly.
What a site, by the way. That is making us look way smarter than we appear.
Yeah.
If we're being honest here. Basically compares all the smash head-to-heads for us, rather than looking at the individual brackets, which used to take hours before tournament started.
Yep.
Keeping it safe with the dash punch.
Dizzy. Well, okay, here it is, though. Amplifies once.
Dizzy's really showcasing
There it is.
a multitude of characters here, right? He has the duo of Sonya, Liu Kang.
Yeah.
Also has a Cassie up his pocket, and he's been playing them to get into this top 8. at the highest possible level, every single one of them.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got to respect somebody who is so blatant about just picking the good characters. To be honest, his opponent, Kevo, same mindset.
I mean,
I respect it. I'm not making fun of it.
When I first asked him if he was playing Liu Kang, he said, of course, why wouldn't I?
Yeah, I mean, I hear you. I hear you.
But same thing, you know, all these characters we saw get slight touches in the balance patch. We still see equally as effective, and one of them here is Jackie.
Yeah, unfortunately for her, there was no meter right there in which to confirm.
Still looking as good as she did before.
Getting a knockdown for a little bit, Kevo. Patient. Even chip is relevant at this point. Yes! And finding it before breakaway was even an issue.
Caught him
Dizzy
pressing.
goes back to character select. Do you think he'll switch? Are you waiting to see what he does?
Okay, listen to me. Do you see what he just did to Scar Sonya? I don't think Dizzy's going to do it.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe Cassie.
Okay. So because Kevo blew up Scar's Sonya,
yeah,
you don't think Dizzy wants
might
to
be
do
like,
it?
I don't know about this one, coach. But we'll see. Maybe he wants to be
Liu Kang
the Sonya. Nope.
tournament.
I just think he wants to be the winner. I feel like that's for Dizzy.
He wants the points in the capital, David.
Yes.
That's all he wants.
Yes.
Now, I will say I have
Round
loved
one.
Dreamhack Montreal for so many reasons, and one that we haven't talked about yet has been the surprise characters and the multitude of them. There was so many Cabals on display that did well. There were Scorpions on display that did well. There was more Scorpion here performing than pre-patch.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Look at this.
Interesting. Reevaluate yourselves.
Woo! Maintaining the string, Dizzy not expecting it there. And this is all Kevo right now. It's not a flawless, but it might as well be. Oh, not anymore.
Perfect. And that was just a swing of 1, 2, 3 out there in the desert. And with Kevo walking into the active frames of it.
Saw the whip. The old whiffy whip of 1-2 right there. Not quite a whiff punish, but you know what? Kevo takes his turn just like that.
You're nothing.
She walks
Round
away,
two,
puts herself
fight.
mid-stage. And just like that, she is right in Lu's face. What a privilege. I mean, she's in there immediately.
This is one of the few characters where Liu Kang does have to take away something a little bit out of his arsenal, as we were talking about with that 1-2. But still has every other tool needed. And here's Dizzy finally on the offensive, finally has a health lead.
I think that was Kevo trying to stand up and punish a little too early. Oh, here's
And just a
no.
complete whiff, but I mean, it's almost as if he was ready for it. That down one may have checked a reversal attempt. Definitely caught the anti-air and the beautiful pickup. Dizzy finally has something here, because it's been a Kevo train.
Got him.
Since round 1 fight.
Will there be a break? Yep. Kevo gets to maintain some pressure here. Yes, again.
I fought worse.
Look at
What
that! Oh,
a jump.
just barely over.
Art.
Right over the bar.
Beautifully executed by
Here
Kevo
in the
there.
Olympic
Wait a
Stadium.
minute. Fatal blows available. Crushing blows are available. Another miraculous jump by Kevo. No breakaway. The drop, though. This is going to give Dizzy a chance, though. Another throw. Kevo going to close out and secure the 2-0 lead. That was a dangerous position there, though.
There was a big head shake from Kevo. We saw it just before he went on your screen right there. But he shook his head, even in the win. That's somebody who's really trying to maximize everything that they can get. And when they don't,
That's
even
a
if they do
that's a
win, they still
perfectionist
feel
right
like
there.
they didn't get something. Yeah, yeah. And that's something you need if you want to win a competition like this.
Absolutely.
Again,
back
we
to
go
the
back
character.
to character select.
Now,
Again.
is it thinking or is it time to get crazy? Tournament life is on the line. Losing this puts you at 7th place, gets you those points, gets you a little bit of capital,
That's true.
but the win gets you so much more. He is in deep thought right now, is Dizzy. I haven't even seen him blink yet.
This is the time to be thinking.
He is just staring at the screen right now, lost in translation, and it's going to be Liu Kang. Almost went to the timeout. He really wanted to think about all those little situations, and Dragon does the same thing. I saw Dragon do it in top 16 where he just sat there, right, trying to think about every single thing that happened in that round and trying to find the answers in the middle of these matches, and it is not easy, ladies and gentlemen. Adjustments, these guys make it look easy sometimes. It most certainly is not.
Had enough sport?
Oh, again the whiff. The rare wake up. Haven't seen him a lot. Might have been looking for a throw, hence the down 2. And we've rarely seen this. We've rarely seen an extended period of time where Dizzy's out. Unfortunately, I guess he expected too much forward movement out of Kevo. Kevo wasn't doing it. Dizzy with the big whiff.
Yes,
and as a result, it's pressure just like that. We got the corner here for Kevo. And the side, threatening to walk around the NetherRealm stage right there.
Beautiful whiff punish there. By Dizzy on the forward 4 whiff of Kevo. That has been the staple.
You know he wants it. You know he wants to see that 1-2 and then whiff punish it, but he just hasn't quite gotten it yet.
He's about over 3 on it, but I think by the time, I mean, it might come eventually. That down 2
he was
from
still
so far away.
That down 2 whiff forever. Oh no! Very lucky for Dizzy, and Dizzy did capitalize on it.
A little more offensive from both there. A little more risk-taking out of the 2.
Threatening to kick him into the rafters right there.
Oh, trying the people's elbow. And why does that push back 8 miles,
right?
David? It's insane.
Whoa! Into the clinch just like that. Trying to set up this crush here is Dizzy. And Kevo, again, there's so many situations in this set where he has stolen a turn or maintained pressure just like this. No breakaway now. We have seen him drop it, though.
Not today. Are the knees going to beat at the end? 6 remaining. Wake up buttons. He's going to
just
steal a
been
turn back.
He could have just gotten chipped. That's all that Kevo needs right now. If he can just find a way to get in and get close. And there it was. It's match point Kevo.
I'm not sure what Dizzy was looking for off the double down. I think maybe he was just looking for the hit stun to generate a mix. In that situation, was a fatal blow away, and Kevo puts himself on match point here.
Yes. Great response.
That had been timed perfectly to hit the recovery of that roll with whiff issues that are already there in the matchup.
I like how Dizzy was waiting there just to see whether Kevo would drop the combo.
And there's one of the few call-outs of Dizzy in this pressure too. Kevo has been relentless and has been right 80% of the time in this pressure that he's generated.
Yeah. Into the corner, yes. Oh, one more combo will do it. One more anything now will do it. Dizzy's life on the line. And that is it. Dizzy out. Kevo moves on with a 3-0.
Solid victory there, moving along. Now has his best placing on the Mortal Kombat 11 Pro competition here in 2019. It does Kevo Reborn, to me known as Kevo the Man, going back, an absolute veteran of our competitive scene going back to MK9 and is the definition of pick a top tier for our scene. Always has been.
Again, I respect it.
Yep.
Hey.
Play to win.
Play to win. Nobody cares if you're the best bad character. Nobody cares.
That's right.
As somebody who played a terrible character competitively for many years, nobody cares. Not even you in the end.
That's,
believe me.
That's where you end up on certain places, like a microphone.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're
like
right.
a microphone, for instance.
You're right about that. So as a result of that,
stuff.
we mentioned how Kevo needs those points. He came into this as 22nd overall. You got to get quite a bit higher than that in order to guarantee yourself a spot. And now because he's at least fifth.
At least fifth.
That means that you get at least $600 in the bonus, not including the amount of money that's actually in terms of entrant money here, but that's just the bonus that's provided to you. And fifth place for points at an offline premiere gives you 140. So that's doubling his points. Let me double check on that.
That's a chunk of change right there.
It is actually more than doubling his points. He had 130 before.
And so
nice.
That would put him at 270, which where would that put him, like, give or take?
Before today, 270 would have been good enough for 13th. But Ninja Killa was in that spot, and he himself is moving forward. So
and almost everybody in the top 20 was here. Almost every single player in the top 20 was here, minus only 3 or 4.
Yeah, really just like Video Games Yo and Tekken Master, I think. Well, maybe a couple more now that I'm looking at the list. But
yeah.
In any case, almost everybody. Now we're moving on to the next one. And like I said, folks, this could be Grand Finals. Could be Winners Finals. Nobody would bat an eye.
The match before this was Grand Finals.
That's right.
By the way.
Yeah, when Sonic Fox had to defeat Rewind, actually was Grand Finals last week. Now it's Sonic Fox versus Hayate. Hayate, I saw him walking in this morning. He said he lives about 10 minutes away. He lives very close. He did tell me that he had trouble sleeping last night, but he was in his own bed at least, which is something none of us can say. And I like seeing what he's doing with Aaron. Of course, Aaron got some changes. A little nerfed.
Yeah.
But
And
still, most of what he wanted to do, effective.
Hayate himself, especially after, the past couple of performances, has really,
Aaron Black.
almost after every tournament, goes back to the drawing board with the character. And it's just so cool to see him be that character specialist.
Yeah.
And not give up. Even though, again, one bad result didn't stray him from the character. And he's like, it's me. I need to reevaluate what I'm doing. I need to find what is more successful. And I noticed just a couple of smaller, just a couple of different tendencies that I've seen in this tournament.
What did I just hear? Is that the Jacks?
Wait.
Now, these players have played before, but not this year, it seems.
This is...
So Sonic Fox has been playing
I think
Devora.
I think he's purely inside Hayate's mind. What did we see Hayate fall to at Celtic Throwdown? Video games, yo, Jax.
Ah, okay. I know Fox has been playing Jax. Not like this is coming out of nowhere here. But I talked with them earlier, and according to Fox, Devora was their main. So I'm a little surprised to see this. It sounded like they just wanted to play that character, but no. All right, hey, hunker down Jax. I'm happy to see it.
Yeah, Fox really wanted to win a major only with Devora, and almost got it.
Almost got it.
Almost got it back at Celtic, but here,
nice.
They're going for the win.
Hayate expected it. Comes in.
Ready?
Lovely Landsy's punish. But, as you said, every time Hayate loses something, or really after every major, he will go back and do a lot of homework and figure something out. So, I don't know. I'm sure he lost. Oh, what?
Uh-oh.
Meanwhile, as I'm prattling, it's Sonic Fox just taking control.
Both of them are going to have a breath of health, and it's Sonic who's going to have to get in on an acid puddle right now. He's in.
Yeah, that was the game.
Jax just does that.
Yeah, seriously.
Gets in your face and bullies you. He's a mean dude.
That said, if you're Hayate, you got to think, well, you know what? Other than Fatal Blow, I was doing fine. Fatal Blow won't be available the rest of the game.
Sonic bopping him on the
hands are hot. Oh!
That's going to
break away naturally.
Cool down a little bit here. Probably get one wave off and another Savage down too. We talk about Hayate with the adjustments. It's been a roller coaster of a year. It's the ups and downs. It's the good, the bad. I was going to say, oh my goodness, I'm not making that reference just yet. Where there is the ugly and then he makes the adjustments. Because we have seen those results that were un-Hayate-ish.
Yeah, he's somebody who you expect to do super well. And look, yeah, he has mostly done that.
The bop on the head. One of the cooler normals in this game. At max charge, does have a crushing blow.
Hayate is being so buttonsy. Time it,
Wait a
time
minute.
it, time it. Okay, Sonic Fox ends up taking it just like that.
And just
the bop. The charged bop.
Just for shows offsies there, David. The bop on the head. That's a very unique normal. If you charge it, changes the frame data to it, has the crushing blow.
Yep.
But it does take quite some time.
Yeah, it's really just on a read or call it.
Yeah.
Actually, you can combo into it in some situations.
Yes, you can off of a
Jump punch.
off a jumping, but it's really tight.
Yep, it is.
Oh, putting Hayate to sleep is Sonic.
Sonic with the pressure here. Before he gets those hands really warm, as you'll notice, it's basically 15% damage or less. It's not a lot, but then, I mean, we've seen it. He explodes once those hands get heated.
This is the snowball effect. And Hunker Down still, even though he doesn't do a lot of damage, right? We see a lot of, it's very similar to Setron where we see that damage so consistent throughout the round.
Right now, looking pretty consistent, though, honestly, is Sonic Fox.
Yeah, the tool's just so solid, even outside of those crushing blows, of the fatal blow. Everything's still there. That is such a quick overhead when you do not charge it whatsoever.
I feel like I don't see it very often, but I
Round 2.
don't know why. Yeah.
Well,
Got him.
Who would showcase some of the cooler stuff? I mean, none other than Sonic Fox.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh.
Out of the corner, though.
Go to sleep.
Little mix-up, something you got to do sometimes. Yeah, he probably wanted the corner again. Hayate probably knew it. Just guessing. Now Sonic Fox is here. And if he finds that command grab again, he can end it. He knows that. Oh,
yes.
Can he time it right? That's the only question here.
Does
you know
it again and back-to-back. Sonic Fox with the just frame command grab taking an unholy amount of health from you. We talked about, characters with scary command grabs, and I think we came to the realization that Jax's might be purely based on the fact that it can take half of your health bar
Right.
from a throw.
Yeah, the
Let's get nuts.
condition there is that you just have to time the buttons properly, right? It's
Yep.
kind of a tight window, although
So-
not as tight as it's been in the past.
So with execution comes the reward.
Right. But that's this one major thing that does not rely on the hot hands. Now the hands are
It
hot, so
does
he can
make
get in
it
here.
even worse, though.
Yeah, no, for sure.
The command grab one doesn't utilize it, and am I correct in saying that the command grab
Yeah.
one, he keeps the heated hands afterwards? I believe, I'm 5% sure.
I got a brain fart on that, man.
5% sure. There are some crushing blows where he doesn't keep it afterwards, and that's what makes them even a bigger threat when he does have the heated hands. Not to mention, I would say, one of the top 5 possible up threes, definitely when it comes to horizontal range. But Hate with that down 2, and we've seen him with a lot of swings at down 2 here, paying off, and one of them getting him around here.
Yeah, I definitely believe that Hayate can make a comeback on this, although right now he's in a bad spot, but he's such a talented player. This is somebody who has won a Premier this year. He won the Viennality. He got 7th at EVO. He was just outside top 8 for Combo Breaker. You know, he has had a great year so far.
Keeping it simple here. Hold the stick, bro. Back to full screen we go. Puts out the puddle, and now look for the forward movement, and it comes with an unblockable attached to it.
Would have been hard to keep it going. Oh, he wanted the anti-air. No, instead Sonic Fox now is right up close. Right up close. Oh, yes.
Oh, keeps them re-stood in the plus frames there.
Was that, did he want the bop? I think he might have been looking for a wake-up. He was just too close. Oh, no. Now, one thing about Hayate is that he tends not to play that risky style, but this tournament, actually, I've noticed it more. I've noticed it more that he has done it.
Final round.
He has gone for
I
slides.
remember the full screen one against Gunshow.
Yeah, he has gone for it.
Oh, man, I actually brought up his match of video games, Joe. Who put him in losers here?
Yeah, it was Gun Show.
So will this be Hayate's 3rd loss in a row in the pro competition to the same exact character?
I guess it
that
would be.
May put him back to the drawing board in a completely different light, where he may have to look at a change, character specific.
Yeah, because, you know, Sonic Fox, Gun Show, Video Games Go, they have been able to get in. They've been able to take their turns a lot.
This is something that I see develop a lot here in the pro competition, where you play a certain person and you really get inside their head just by choice. Not again. Not again, David.
Oh, it was enough. And Sonic Fox takes it over Hayate, and Hayate with the big shake of the head. You can tell, you know, obviously he wants to win anyway. He's unhappy to lose regardless, but to lose again to Jax, I feel like must have a different kind of response. So, Sonic Fox moves on. I mentioned how nice of a year Hayate has had for the most part, but for Fox, let me tell you what his results have been. They've been all right.
It's been okay.
They've been all right.
You know,
He got 2nd place at Combo Breaker, 2nd place at the online competition, 1st place at CEO, 1st place at Defend the North, 1st place at EVO. That's right. He's made grand finals
it's honestly been
every single time.
It's been a mediocre year. We can just call it what it is.
Yeah, he hasn't won everything.
He hasn't won everything.
Almost washed up.
Still hasn't won Mortal Kombat at Combo Breaker ever.
That's right. Yeah, can
Come
you
on.
believe it?
I mean, you would think
Get good.
You would think by now.
Yeah.
No, it's just been Sonic Fox being Sonic Fox, and really good win right there. And Hayate may need to find an answer for the character that is Jax. You know, looking at 3 losses in a row, pro competition, this is costing you points, it's costing you money, the capital here, and definitely gonna have to look at that because there's still plenty of pro competition left, and that final combat, which Hayate has put himself in a decent position to make it in.
Yeah, you are right. I mean, Hayate is still fine in points overall. He came into this at 5th overall,
And,
so
I mean,
you know, making top 8 again.
That's right.
In terms of points, he's doing fine, but that means that Sonic Fox moves on, and they're going to be playing against Dragon next. So that's right. It will be Sonic Fox versus Dragon as we take a look at the bracket. So winners finals, Deoxys and Ninja Killer. That's very cool. And then Gun Show versus Kevo in losers. And like I said, Dragon versus Sonic Fox yet again. It's been an ongoing rivalry forever, it seems, in the NRSC in the last few games.
It has. It has been one of the rivals of our time when it comes to NRS games.
Yeah.
You know, even though heavily one-sided, it's still, when it happens, everybody's ears perk up, right? Everyone's eyes are on when they throw down because they are 2 of our greats, and it's just great Mortal Kombat when they play.
Sure, and Dragon has won in the past. I mean, he won winners finals when they played at CEO, for example.
That's right.
So anyway, we'll see what happens, but we're not going to have that one coming up next, I believe. Should be Oh, in fact, you know what? We're taking a break.
We are taking a break. I just want to say shout-outs to everyone who came here to Dreamhack Montreal and to everyone that has survived thus far, because they've making it to round 2 was a survival here at Dreamhack. It's been crazy. But I will say that those two sitting on the winner's side, the skill is there. The skill is there from Deoxys and Ninja Killer. To us, to most of you that watch, I would say no surprise that they are there. It's about time.
I definitely agree with that. Well, we have those matches coming up for you very soon. Again, we're going to take a short break. Make sure you stick around.
David, it has been just the highest level of Mortal Kombat, I would say, to date.
Yeah, then that makes sense. You know, everybody's been learning the game the last several months it's been out now. Not a brand new release at this point.
Yes.
And so people have, although it's still new in the grand scheme of fighting games, it is gotten to the point now where you have seen more exploration of characters, more exploration of variations, more explanations of those little situations that often come up. And you can really see it in terms of how people are playing.
Let's
move on to the next one.
And I would say this is our first tournament where we finally seen a slight shift of the guard. We're seeing people on the loser side we're not used to seeing on the loser side, and on the winner side, just two on paper surprises that the skill has been there, and they're finally, it's finally pulled off, right? Like they've broken out.
Sure. I mean, again, Deoxys has won a couple of tournaments this year.
Yep.
Ninja Killer
but not on
just
the pro
hasn't.
Competition, right?
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Ninja Killer has not traveled that often. He's been to
twice,
2 offline tournaments.
One, and then on the pro competition got top 8 at a. Is that 500 plus that down there?
CEO is something like that. It was huge for sure. So clearly the skill is there. Just a question of whether he travels. And if he traveled a third time, guess what? He made top 8 again. Guess what? He's minimum top 3.
Yep.
We're not going to have winners right now. We're going to actually go to losers side. It's going to be Kevo versus Gunshow coming up next. Of course, Kevo has made it through losers. He lost in pools earlier and then had to make it through Phoenix, Scar, and Dizzy in order to get here, whereas Gunshow was in winner's side.
Yes.
Winner's side the whole way until just losing to Deoxys very close. Remember, he was up 2-0.
Was up 2-0 in control to make top 3 guaranteed, but it was Deoxys with the clutch.
The only person who's beaten Kevo so far is Sonic Fox. So there's not much to be ashamed about in that 1L.
Taking
your
out
day
his
so
fellow
far.
SKO brother in Scar as well, and convincingly.
Here it is. It's going to be Jax naturally, and it will be Sonya.
We do not have a battle of the Briggs that we probably expected coming into this matchup.
I think this makes sense for Kevo. You maybe want to control your space a little bit more in this matchup, whereas if Jackie is the call, then she's about getting in. And if you're in, then, one wrong guess and it could be Jax taking control. I think you really want to avoid that if you can.
That's right. Sonya definitely, I think, might just control the pace a lot better than
Jackie. Yeah, you see him back off right there?
Yeah.
He didn't even want to pressure.
That's right. Jax is just a tiny bit susceptible to the zoning games. When people talk about his tougher matchups, it is the heavier zoners in the game. And, Jackie, her game plan is right where Jax wants his game plan. They both want to be up close and beating the crap out of each other.
Exactly, yeah. Oh, okay.
That being said, Mama Blade can play both sides of that playing field very well.
No
full
doubt.
screen and here up close, of course. This character hasn't changed almost at all. The zoning is not touched whatsoever. Just a little bit of the combo potential, and that's it. She's still got the complete game.
And still does great damage, honestly.
Still great damage. Still great zoning. Still a great character.
Uh-huh. So you see up close, it has been up close when Gunshow's been able to take advantage of things. So Kevo has moved in a couple of times, and like I said, those 2 situations where Gunshow has had pressure, it's because of Kevo having moved forward in the first place.
Oh, baby. This is where you start to feel the heat off of Jax's arms themselves in person, like IRL. You start sweating when this man's sitting in front of you.
Putting you in the oven.
Excellent.
What?
That was
Okay.
so far away, and we've all been there, that it's so hard to convert, because that's from so far away. This is our first time with Sonya being displayed in this top 8 as well. This is a decent character variety, a lot of the usual suspects and a couple surprises.
I like that a lot, yeah. Immediately into this, do not give Hunker Down Jax a shot. Yeah, I mean, you just want to take it immediately, and he did. So nice game 1 to Kevo.
The unnecessary curb stomp, going up 1-0 here. Again, looking like the veteran.
Sonya wins.
Gunshow's been around for quite some time.
Sure,
But
both of these players have.
Kevo was winning majors
Round
before
one.
even I got into the
Fight.
scene.
Yeah, back in MK9.
And not a lot of people know that. He's been winning for a very long time. He's been mostly a Mortal Kombat player.
Yeah.
And a very unique story coming in is that he kind of sits back a little bit when the Injustices are out. And when Mortal Kombat is announced, he's like, all right, I'm back. Who's the best character?
Right? Yeah.
I think he just shows up to someone's house and he's like, all right, Mortal Kombat's released. Who's top?
Yeah. Gunshow trying to get things going here. Oh, no! No punish on that on the whiff. Could have been big. Instead, those hands starting to cool down a little bit. Yes. Okay.
What a
Very nice.
pickup. Not a bad amount of damage for a conversion of a jump kick there.
Yeah. And then, yeah, okay, he does go for the grab.
Love the animation on that. The pure WCW power bomb.
Round
Kevin
2.
Nash style there to close the command grab out. Coming in with the
Great
overhead
block
knee.
and punish properly, too.
They do it so rarely nowadays that it's you're like, oh, they actually did it. They actually let it rip. Can't be hard to put.
Again, getting those hands warmed up. Yes, got that projectile. He
Kevo,
really has done that a lot. Gunshow will just back off oftentimes.
I mean, when he's got those heated hands, that projectile, the rocket projectile, really good at trades, incredibly fast, recovers really quickly.
Oh, yeah, it's
And
great.
He comes to decent zone. He's got
Good damage.
He gives him a great mid projectile in the thumper that also trades well. Has the low and another from the top rope.
Oh!
This man, and what a big whiff.
Punish!
From downtown.
Uh-oh, you gotta wonder if this is the start here. Kevo wants it to be. He's backing off. He's looking for movement. No! And then instantly, I feel like as soon as her feet left the ground, that down two was starting up. As
That
soon
was-
as it happened.
That was the most preemptive down two I have
Right?
seen. When you go into the active frames of the
Sonya.
anti-air, that's when you know it's preemptive. Oh my goodness.
Nicely done. Gunshow taking a game.
Stand down.
Gets the classic arms. That was a classic anti-air.
Sure was.
That was a Jax MK2er right there. Trying to create a no-fly zone. Right back and forth here. 1-1 here.
Round 1. Fight.
Kevo, what else would it be but trying to back off? And Gunshow, knowing that, comes in for the grab. I feel like that's the first satellite drop I've seen on this set. I feel like it hasn't happened very much.
Beats him with the air-to-air. You know that impossible air throw is coming off that jump kick. That's what's crazy. Jax can just buffer that with no downside whatsoever.
And going in now is Kevo. It's not just about the zoning. It's not just about trying to maintain a distance. It is about pressure. Oh, wow, he's looking for the wake up.
Oh no, not enough range on the up two. Had the right idea. The up three, of course, is going to have the range where you're not going to get what he
Nope.
wanted, which was the damage. I mean, still had to deal with the breakaway.
Oh no, don't give this character a
Don't-
chance.
don't
It's
get
two
fatal
mix-ups.
blow.
It's two mix-ups away. It's one fatal blow into something else or anything else. Honestly, if he can just keep this train going, no.
I
That is
would have come back to bite him.
advantage.
The fact that he did not just confirm that into the fatal
Round
blow
2.
and put it on a bet.
Fight.
But we know Gunshow to be the aggressor in that situation. That's right, the aggressor. I said it.
Yeah, sure. I got the meaning. Really trying to take a lot of turns here as Gunshow. Looking for the last hit of that string because it has actually come quite a bit. The low finally. But mostly overheads.
Oh.
Again, overhead, no commitment.
There we go.
Kevo's been going in after this.
The reverse stunner.
Nope, not
and,
now.
Backed off, that's right. Especially with the health lead. I guess that's why he backed off, because he finally had health lead
Okay.
on the hit.
But now he's just giving Gunshow fatal blow. The rings. Okay, at this range, the rings become very ill-advised. Nice, Kevo. As soon as
Exactly.
Gunshow got to that range where he had fatal blow, and we're on screen, he was within range to hit it. Kevo was like, all right, no more rings. I'm in here. I have to move in. I can't zone.
I love these players that are able to just, have that flip to offense out of nowhere. And it can catch you off guard, just like it did Gunshow there. He was looking for something to fatal blow.
Round 1. Fight.
And by the time you react to Sonya Blade throwing a mix-up in your face, it could be too late, which is
Yeah.
what just transpired, and it's Kevo up 2-1.
Chipping out a little bit here. Okay, yeah, finds a hit. Kind of fake as well. No staggers allowed here.
No belief in the overhead, though. He has not, well, He did it one time, overcommitted, and he didn't go punished.
Oh, no, that was maybe a big chance. And it's back to this distance game now. We did do the rings. Even though there's a fatal blow right there, not going to do it quite yet.
Kevo just a single hit from a match point in his favor. What an anti-air reaction! And Kevo, match point to continue this miraculous run here in Montreal.
The last Canadian player is right here. This is Gun Show. He's got to make something happen. He needs to steal a turn. He needs to start snowballing. Easier said than done.
We saw that earlier from him with Jackie. Do you remember that from distance out where he did the short hop? You just go into an active overhead.
Oh,
That's
wow.
the last thing, at least probably the last thing you're expecting on an approach here at MK11. And
There's no breakaway.
Of the overhead. That's the first time he just
Yeah.
did it here. He had conditioned him so many times with the overhead that he wouldn't commit, right? Just does it there, and it's Kevo 3-1 advancing on the loser's side. Congratulations, more to come out of him.
But hats off to Gun Show. You know, big congrats to Gun Show for that performance. He played so well this weekend. That's a big, you know, extremely strong performance, the strongest that he's had on the tour. It's not somebody who we see travel as often, but who everybody talks about as being somebody you got to know and play against online. But this weekend, you know, it comes to an end. And again, he had an excellent showing this week. I just want to go through who he made it through again, because it was quite a path. I mean, as it was for basically everybody.
Every single player here.
Yeah, I mean, but again, Gun Show made it through Jur, Tweety. That's round one. Jur, Tweety, Gun Show. I'm sorry, Tweety, then Big D, I should say.
Ooh,
and then
man,
in
those are so
winner's
good.
side, he made it through Hayate. He was up 2 games on Deoxys, ended up losing. And then he goes down to Kevo in the end.
When it's one round from such a big difference of a tournament placing or performance, or, you know, could have won the whole tournament.
He could have. He could have.
So
you know?
close. Who knows? So, of the 8 players that came into this top 8, 3 have been eliminated so far. And it was all 3 internationals.
Well, we're the
actually,
internationals
we're
right
the
here.
internationals now.
All right, we're
Now-
the evil invading aliens
Now
this weekend.
it's only internationals left for Montreal, and it's
Exactly.
all Americans
Exactly.
left in this bracket.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Remaining in winner's side,
I'm
Deoxys.
not trying to get blown up for saying let's go Americans, but we've seen more internationals for us Americans. Sorry, you know, their presence in these top 3s, top 4s throughout the entire program.
Of course, yeah. There's a lot of talent everywhere. So Deoxys versus Ninja Killer will be winners finals. We're not going to have that yet. We're going to do the second side of losers, which will be Dragon versus Sonic Fox. That's right, everybody. Not winners finals.
Yep.
Not winners semis.
Nope.
Not grand
Not
finals.
even close.
Not losers finals. It is losers quarterfinals, actually, where Dragon and Sonic Fox
This
will
would
play.
this would be Sonic's worst placement on the pro competition.
I mean, if he doesn't get to
Right?
grand finals, then it's his worst placement in pro
Exactly.
competition.
It would be his worst placement. And Dragon, what's Dragon's worst placement on the pro competition?
I'm looking that
I
up
think-
right now.
I don't know if it's 5th or above. I think it's 5th. What is the combo breaker?
It is 5th at Combo Breaker.
Special
He got
Forces
3rd online, he got
Desert
2nd at CEO, and he got 2nd at EVO. Their battle so far this year has been pretty epic. Sonic Fox has come out on top of most of it. They won 3-2 online competition.
Round 1.
Dragon won 3-0 at CEO winners finals,
Yes.
but then Sonic Fox came back 3-1, 3-1 in grand finals.
So-
Sonic Fox 3-2 at EVO, Sonic Fox 3-0 grand finals at EVO.
So becoming only the 2nd player in FGC history to beat Sonic Fox twice in the same tournament was Rewind at Celtic Throwdown. Ever.
Ever?
And if we think about open brackets, the only
Devora.
person to ever do it, the only person to ever beat him twice in the same bracket before was Forever King
That's
at
right.
E-League.
That's right.
That's
Yeah.
it. So to do it, Dragon, you saw someone with the skills of Dragon at CEO, the way that he beat him on the winner's side where he destroyed Sonic Fox.
Mhm.
Still unable to do it back-to-back in the same tournament because you gave him the information to beat you in that victory.
Round
Yeah,
1.
and even at EVO, when they played in winners finals, like I said, it was 3-2, so it was pretty close. And then it was a blow-up. Sonic Fox took a 3-0 after that. So here's Fox. He now has Devora. That's a character he's been maining, as we said. He played Jax earlier, but he's maining this character.
So
That's what they told us.
this is their first matchup in the tournament, which is where Dragon has done well.
Yeah.
This might be his best chance because it's their first time meeting up, and he's had success, and it's also a different matchup than what we saw in those games.
That's right.
Where it was Cassie Cage doing the work.
I love that and one.
Back at Summit, where they also met in Grand Finals, was Jackie, a different matchup. And here we get Devora. And Dragon had a slight conversation with him, I believe back on Friday about it, and he said that this Devora is just incredibly scary, and the range that this character plays at is unorthodox for MK11.
I think that's fair to say, yeah.
Like right there, that jump in could have possibly been. It's kind of
Her
ridiculous.
jumping is so far. The setup, it's coming.
Oh, yep, this is just
so
pressure.
Dragon knew it. He needed to block. Sonic Fox backing off. Just where they feel that they can control things really well.
Dragon
Finding the final hit.
almost fell to the most powerful being in this game, which is the Starfish on this Sea of Blood stage.
Round
If
two.
you guys noticed, it's a incredibly large generated fish in the background. One of my favorite stages of MK11. I like that. There's no, like, this stage is by far the best. A lot of people like a lot of the different stages. Like, there's a lot of variety.
Oh, what blocks out of Dragon? I think that's important to show, too, that although during that time he really couldn't counteract just because of that bug coming, he at least is blocking properly, and that's the good thing to notice.
And I think that's something to take away. You know, we see so many people get deleted, trying to press buttons and trying to disrespect that amplified bug, when at the end of the day, guys, hit or block, it's a coming. You could hit Devora all you want. Those bugs got her back.
That's right. She's got a huge life lead here. Fox even bringing out the very slow
The
little
regular
flyer.
projectile.
Yeah. Dragon knows he needs a lot of work.
But it does have one of the cooler animations where she just like go and get her, my
is
child.
It is. Great blocking by Sonic Fox moving forward. Oh boy, if only there had been commitment. Hard to have expected that though.
Wait,
it's not enough. It's not. Oh, Dragon can steal it. He
Does
could.
Dragon
No.
have it? Oh, it's gonna be the throw for Sonic to go 1-0, but Dragon from to reestablish himself in that round is just gonna use that here in game number 2. We'll see how much he thinks here. Normally, when he does well in the round like that, he'll go right back into it because like I'm feeling it. I'm starting to feel it, and that's what we saw at Evo, where game number 1, round 1 was a blow up.
Katana.
And then,
Really?
wait a minute.
Tournament.
Oh, really?
Everything I've said before this
Wait,
has
which
been a
katana
lie,
is it? Which I didn't see which one he picked. Are we
and
going
I
Highborn?
regret everything. If he picked Highborn, we're in for a treat.
Are we gonna see the new
The
Highborn?
fact that we're seeing Katana is a treat right now. Dragon.
Round
What do
one.
we got? Highborn Katana. She was recently added to the game in the patch, if you
Recently
recall.
added to the game, has very unique properties to her moves. One of the only characters that has variable block and hit advantage.
Oh, there you go. Especially if you get hit by that, you cannot move after that. It's definitely Dragon's turn.
What a start here.
There you go. Those have a lot of advantage.
And they're all about control and mix-up of if it's going to be the side or the teleport.
And okay, so I guess if Dragon tells you that he's worried about that range that Sonic Fox has been playing Flora at, this is a character who can deal with that, right? I mean, those sides will attack from very far. She can pressure up close.
Oh, he's going to take round number 1, though, is Sonic. But you see why Highborn is so effective right now. Those fans, even though he can just do a single hit right into it, it's still 20-something% at a time.
Right.
It's bam, 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 bam. Where'd your health go, bro?
Right.
Round two.
And of course, there are characters who deal more damage, but that's just pretty consistent stuff.
And can be plus on blocks,
Yeah.
so it really becomes a guessing game. This pressure.
Well, that can't be plus on block, that's for sure. That overhead, I mean, with the bug saving her, it can be safe, but that by itself.
Who would have
nah.
thought 2019 Mortal Kombat 11 Pro Competition Top 8, 2 of the best players of all time, we see Devora versus Katana.
But why not? You know, that's. I really feel that this is certainly in keeping with Sonic Fox's style and Dragon. I do think that this character fits what he
This
likes
is-
to do in this game as well.
This is a little more old school Dragon to me.
Yeah,
This is that MKX Dragon that I'm seeing.
I agree with you.
He said you're gonna play a different game with this set play, setup character. Let me go back to MKX2 and try some offense. And there, with only the one fan, I believe it becomes really negative. Those
Hey.
were 2 close rounds. Sonic Fox stole the first one with a fatal blow. Up 2-0. Dragon, I don't know. He didn't do any worse than the Cetrion pick.
Oh, fair enough.
And he's going back in.
Round
Tournament
one.
life on the line. It's Katana. And he was a Katana main back in MKX, by the way. Don't
Sure.
forget, he played a lot of characters.
Whip punish, yeah, she's really there on the down 2 for a while. So taking advantage just like that, 300. Okay. And right into it. Now you do see Sonic Fox using a lot more of that sweep. They feel like they've established that overhead really well. Uh-oh! As anti-air, this leads into bazillion damage.
Big damage that's unbreakable, and if you break away, I mean, you've already, again, 350.
Yeah, at that point, breakaway is
kind of
whatever.
that Gearus effect.
And Sonic Fox puts out the bug there anyway, so
He
even
does.
if there was a breakaway, he'd still be in trouble.
And that's why he does it. He actually sacrifices damage for the
Right,
setup,
exactly,
which is
yeah.
how he plays Devora. He's all about being one step ahead, making you think, activating his trap cards. He is a big fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! He's got the best backfield right now in MK11. Don't activate this man's trap card.
Hey! Directly into it. Just a couple hits beforehand. This is going to do a chunk. And we're even seeing that broken skull, by the way. There's a shield. And it is. That shield might have saved his life.
4.53.
Yo,
This is unfair.
Okay, that was pretty
This
sick
is-
right there. Usually, I feel like that air bug is like, you know, all right. But
I
right
hate to
there,
make-
the usage of it
I
to
hate
go
to
over
make
the
too
fans.
eager of respect, but he played the entire field right there. The entire thing was covered. Oh my goodness. What do you do in that situation?
I mean, you lose the round, I think.
Freak
You
out.
go down to losers, to match point for Sonic Fox.
Although he is playing high board, teleport, maybe. Well, no, but the close bug was still kind of.
Yeah, it'll still travel, right?
Yeah, oh.
Still track. So, oh, Fox! Waking up. Yeah, they get the big crush.
This is match point, and no breakaway for Dragon. That bug's coming regardless. Once again, hit or block.
Oh,
Putting
chip.
up the chip.
Even chip is at this point is a big deal. Threatening teleport, maybe.
Sonic's putting up the protection there. It's going to stop any
Now those
advancement.
those bugs are not going to be full screen, so you see where Dragon
Oh,
has
wait,
picked
this-
the spot. And
this is
now
doing a
with
lot of
full screen,
damage. Chip.
yes it is. Oh my God!
Route.
All the way back, and that was by zoning. That was a zoning comeback.
Zoning comeback, just chipping away and then making the fantastic read, knowing that Sonic Fox wanted to come in and just do something to kill you.
Yes.
Sensational.
And escape failed even. Okay. So Fox is ready for the grab. We're not ready for the direction, I guess.
Did you see what happened to Sonic Fox's health? Gone! The entire health bar just got erased!
That was in like 10, 15 seconds.
And it was
Jeez.
only a couple of straight hits
Oh!
to Dragon! Turning things around, he's on the board! What a pick! He RKO'd every single one of us out of nowhere with this. We weren't ready.
What I love about that is that the first round that he won was by zoning. It was ending up with a zoning comeback. Second round was pressure. Both sides of things.
And just goes to show you the strength of high board. What is being looked at in a different light. We saw early on, you know, Deoxys and Samij, all these other guys were exploiting the character. I'm sure a lot of Katana mains out there were, to give everybody credit. And this is what they found. This is the character. You know, very more complete looking. I don't want to say how complete, but again, just played 2 rounds flawlessly, zoning and offense.
Ooh. Is there a breakaway here? There's not. Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong one. They actually could have, but decided not to.
Decent damage for not having a launcher. Still, great damage ender.
Didn't complete it, actually. Sonic Fox was ready. Here's a punish.
Oh, it's going to be the crushing blow, and Dragon looks like a completely different player right now. This is someone who was on his back. Sonic Fox had
On
a
the
pin,
ropes.
and it was 1, 2, and that hand was a centimeter.
Right? We were even
the
talking
3
like,
count.
well, he's not doing any worse with Katana than with Setron, right?
Yep.
We were pretty pessimistic, but I really like what we're seeing out of Dragon right now. That said, Fox still has a life lead. Trying to dash in and set things up. But this range that we're seeing Dragon play from, I do feel like there's a lot of control available to him here. Fox with the combo. It's not going to kill here. He does get a setup if you want. Nope.
That is punishable, but pretty hard. I've only seen it punished maybe once or twice in competitive play.
I mean, it's pretty punishable, though.
It is. It is. Minus teams. And,
Yeah.
But Sonic Fox there really outranged Dragon because that's what we expect out of Devora.
The Psy.
That is
I
not
love
your
the
turn.
usage of the Psy right there.
Yep.
Yeah, because that, again, that is quite an advantage. So that allows Dragon to move forward.
Confirmation by Sonic, and he's always ready, even when you break away. Not your turn, guess again. And here we go. Only has a single bug, still, guess again. Almost retook it too there. The delay only avoided the bug, but not the jump in. When is it your turn right now that Sonic Fox is in the driver's seat?
Wow, actually ducked. Very nice out of Fox. Match point. Uh-oh, Dragon in big trouble, and there's no break.
The Bug is out and disrespects it with a fatal blow. This is a last breath.
And there will be no bug after this. So Sonic Fox still with a big life lead. I mean, Fox is still in a fine position. Unfortunately, Katana doesn't get much after that in terms of pressure.
Stayed low. Really good low profile there by Sonic not to stay standing and eat the crossover. Potential pressure.
That little buggy bug.
I mean, that would have done it.
Oh!
Here we go.
Dragon. Okay, one more either way. Oh, there is a fatal blow to contend with.
Look at these normals. Good flawless block. Still some health
Look at
left
this
for
range
Dragon.
right here.
Cannot get hit. Does
Fox.
have some defense available. The Starfish putting him on one more last breath available. The offensive Dragon's going to tie us up and send us to a final match here at Dreamhack Montreal. Out of nowhere, Dragon. So clutch right now. What a performance.
One thing I love
Even
about
Sonic was like,
Right.
okay.
I'm just gonna say,
yes.
one thing about Fox I love is that they're always hyped when one of their friends does take a game or does win, right? I mean, clearly Fox is always trying to win and is never going to give anything up. But if somebody does manage to win, like, they're never sad about it. They're never, like, mad about it. They're like, yeah, that's pretty sick right there.
I
okay.
mean, Sonic Fox is usually impressed.
Yeah, right.
Like, wow, that was good.
Wow, you beat me?
You beat me.
You know that's in his head right now. You know that's in his head.
How dare you? No, just longtime friends here, going at it highest possible level, and oh, here we go. The classic pick by Sonic against Dragons. And it's going to be Cassandra Cage, and the character variety just keeps increasing here in this top 8.
Ooh. Yes, punish, and he does take advantage of it.
Sonic is now, for the first time in this match, winning.
Ooh, very close. I like the idea of the Lanzy's punish, but maybe a bit too early, maybe a bit too close.
Here too, but that, you know, one of those.
Here it is. That's what
that's
Dragon
so
wanted
good.
before. Really grab. Okay. Dragon not ready for it.
And again, the frame rate changes no matter how many fans you block or hit by, you know? And so only one there changes, but it's so hard to react on the fly because they happen really quick.
Well, now we need to see a comeback from Sonic Fox. We were talking about Dragon as being the one. Okay, and just like that,
That's
Dragon
one.
is at match point.
Was so early,
Round 2.
costing Sonic Fox
I
now.
mean, this has been
match point against
a
him.
thorn in Dragon's side forever. This player, Sonic
Since
Fox,
he
right
came
here.
into the scene.
And only a couple of times has Dragon beaten Sonic Fox.
And Sonic has seen that before, you know. Early on in the pick, Dragon did the cancel, went to the throw, didn't work out. Sonic Fox, again, ready. You almost can't play the same card twice again.
Oh, great patience.
Or you do, and that's the mix-up.
Right. Underneath.
Went for the punish, not going to be there. Dragon ties things up with the fans there again 20% of the time. Catches up quick. Ooh, the back throw into the drone, you go. And rebuilding the space.
Here it is for Sonic Fox. Takes the round. Oh,
Final
boy.
round, final game. Two greats of all time. Comes down to this.
Final
One will be eliminated. The other will play against Kevo next round. Great awareness right there. That would hit in the sky. I love that from Dragon.
Ooh, finishes the string. Sonic Fox looking for the stagger and walking into the side. Dragon on the offensive here. Not going for the fans, though. Again, keeping the stagger. He's trying to chase things up on Sonic. When it matters most.
Yes! Oh, boy. I guess it's not old Katana, huh?
Or Molina.
Or Molina, right? Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Where we get full combos off all these.
Exactly.
All these fans, all these teleports. It's been great gameplay, solid from Dragon, straight hits at a time, and that's what Hyper's all about.
There it is. Yes. Confirmed. Great stuff. And not breaking away was Dragon right there, content to just play it out. Now he's got to get in. Sonic Fox playing this away.
Ooh.
There it is. Oh. Okay, there is a
is
breakaway
huge.
here, but there's available too.
And no
No!
breakaway from Sonic is going to guarantee that he has a breakaway even if he gets stung again. But it's going to be Sonic on the offense and takes it in a final round, preventing the reverse 3-0. Down to the wire. I'm out of breath.
Poor Dragon, and he kind of slinks off the stage right there. Who can blame him? He had the right idea. I mean, he absolutely had the right idea. And just unfortunately
Sonic
didn't get it.
turning to the crowd and going, I just got lucky. No.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
he's honest about situations
Just
like that.
wow.
So, shout-outs to Dragon for getting as far. I mean, one of the best players of all time, naturally, and for him, it's going to end in 5th place today. Now, in points, Dragon's doing great, right?
Yes.
This is not a concern for him, but naturally, would have loved to have gotten even more, gotten more money as
He wants to
well.
win.
Yeah,
He wants
yeah,
to
and
win.
just the pride of winning
Yep.
for sure, for sure. But it
And
will be Fox versus Kevo next round.
And look, throughout the entire pro competition, you can say it's been very one-sided in Sonic Fox's favor, but these games, Game 5 at EVO, Game 5 here, got the victory at CEO. So every time that they have played each other, Dragon's been on the cusp. And we'll see, because there's a lot more pro competition to come. Final combat, anything can happen.
That's tough for Dragon. That is tough.
Listen, that's a tough loss, but that had to have given him a little confidence making a switch like that for the first time ever.
Okay. Yeah.
And I would call that like a payoff, right? That goes to show you that he doesn't just need Cetron, that a pick that he may have had specifically in mind for Sonic in that situation worked, and that means that the work that he's doing at home is paying off.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I can see that.
Or in the endless games that they play anyway
Yeah.
to prepare for these events.
Yeah, definitely.
They could have run that matchup 1,000 times.
Right, yeah.
And we're sitting here like, oh my goodness, it's happening for the first time.
Yeah. No, I'm sure you're right.
Check out Sonic Fox's highlight YouTube channel, and there's 17 hours of it probably.
All right. We're moving
Okay,
to winners, finals
Let's venture to
now.
the other side of the bracket.
Yeah. So
Take a
we're going to
journey.
play the proper format of winners, finals, then loser semis. Nice work. That will be Ninja Killer versus Deoxys.
And another one that did not happen on stream at CEO, but was everyone that saw it said was like the best match that happened.
Okay.
And we get to see it here with our very own eyes, ladies and gentlemen. On the winner's side, the only two remaining here thus far, Deoxys and Ninja Killer.
So Ninja Killer beat Deoxys at CEO?
Yes.
Yeah, because Deoxys got 9th there. Ninja Killer, as we've been saying, he made top 8. He got 4th at CEO. He's only traveled a few times. Wow.
I believe it was a match to advance to the match to play for top 8.
Okay.
So I think it was technically top 16.
Okay.
Because did Deoxys place 13th at EVO?
At EVO, you mean?
Yeah.
At EVO, Deoxys was 4th. You're talking about CEO.
I'm talking about CEO. Never mind, Chad.
At CEO, he was 9th.
9th. Okay, so that was a match for top 8.
Okay.
I got my events mixed up. That's what happens.
Hey,
when
man.
you're
Well, we got a couple of young players up here.
old.
Deoxys
you
is
ain't
not even in
lying.
high school anymore.
I think-
the old man Deoxys has not. He's graduated high school.
Round
Ninja Killer not.
Fight.
David, this is in no way of a blow up for you, but I
What up?
don't know if their total age accumulates yours.
That is a good question. I guess it's probably not. It's either exactly
It's
right.
kinda close.
Well, for sure, it's either
It's either there
it's either
or
the
a couple
exact
of
number or like 1 or 2
Yeah.
younger than me.
Yeah.
That's true.
That was a bluff.
I think that's great.
It was
I'm not-
decent math on the fly.
I'm not upset about that at all. I think it's super cool, actually, that there is such strength among the young players in the FGC. That actually makes me very happy.
Yes.
I think that's great.
And this is the perfect display of it. These two,
Round 1. Fight.
so young in their competitive careers. In this moment. And here we go. Winners finals.
Immediately.
Wait,
to it. Wait,
wait.
hold on. What?
Oh,
Is that
no.
like a brain fart? What happened up there?
Deoxys with the head shake. That is
Yeah.
not how you want to start.
Yeah, bummer. Oh no!
This winners finals. and
Oh
he is
no! A
putting
couple
it all
of
on the line.
big problems.
Looks like it's kind of a drop there for Ninja Killer to the rope flanking. Okay, we're stealing each other out. We're just getting crazy. Let's get nuts. And how when we get in these tight situations, is that match from CEO going to come back into Deoxys' head? And that's Ninja Killer trying to get into his head.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that's what killed Deoxys.
Okay. Oh, that's
Was
right.
the infamous parry.
Right. Okay.
He punched Deoxys for being good. Can you imagine?
Well, Ninja Killer took the first round. I mean, as we said, Deoxys had a couple of errors to start things off, so I'm sure things will settle down here. It is winners finals. There's a lot on the line. Yes. Cash is out right there. But it's Lou. He can get another one of those.
Possibly looking for sand traps with the short ops.
Yeah, I think that probably is what it is. So now Deoxys gets a chance to pressure. And he comes right back in.
Oh, we got the throw loops.
Oh, he didn't believe.
And I rarely see him not believe. In at least 4-2-1 to hit confirm.
Yeah, he was just trying to go in. I think he was looking at the roll. He saw the roll, but he was like, I'll hit you. Ninja Killer got it instead.
This is where he wants to be. Took away the gap at the expense of being punishable. Ninja Killer, the early risks have paid off, and he's going to take game number 1. Early in round number 1, the raw flying kicks, and even there, that straight fireball could have gotten him in a deadly situation. But took away the gap. Got Dox is pressing buttons. Now,
Deox has had a couple of errors that I think are just probably not going to happen again. So
he has a little more wiggle room.
Bit.
He's got a little more wiggle room here in the top 8 versus Ninja Killer rather than the outside of top 8 match that happened at CEO. That was the first to 2.
True.
Got a little bit of breathing room.
That's true.
He cannot let that early input error get to him. It may have got to him.
I mean, what an offensive start, and already 2 amplifications of the kickity kick as well. I pray for what's called. Kickity kick.
The bicycle kick?
There you go.
He has been unable to open up Ninja Killer. One opportunity, right, was when he actually gets right with the 4-2. And here we go. Finally believing and gets the gauntlet loaded. This is where he's going to be comfortable. And he, again, the way that he confirms 4-2-1 on whip, hit, block, everything.
Right, yeah, that's so impressive.
He's never punishable. It's annoying.
Oh, wow!
And if you're tired of Gears jumping at you, that's your answer.
Yes, exactly. Of course, he can vary the timing, to be fair, but yeah.
Listen,
one solution.
Listen, David, these kids see this game so much slower than we do. They're seeing it frame by frame.
I hear you.
It feels like sometimes.
Very patient from Deoxys, and here's the chip kill. For Deoxys, who I'm accustomed to seeing steal turns left and right.
Yes.
For him to play that patiently right there, I don't know that that's what we need to see from him. I feel like that's not his style.
This is completely new to him as well, both of these guys. It's Ninja Killer who's playing like the one who's been here before, and he's false blocking Deoxys, which is just ludicrous.
That's Deoxys' thing,
man.
Yeah,
that's Deoxys' thing. Ooh, neutral jump body splash. Okay, there's some damage, and this is where Deoxys starts to feel himself. When you can take half of your life, he starts to feel better.
Okay. That's a cool 480. And then in there, that was like up 2, I guess.
Had no bar, though. So Ninja Killer may have just gotten more aggressive and he didn't have the offensive bar to take the rest of himself. Now he does.
Yes.
Trying to take
both of them now stealing turns. Cool. Okay, so we're seeing Deoxys do it again. That's a good look for him.
A little more aggressive.
Oh, what the micro duck came out instantly out of there. They both have fatal now. Here it is.
And that is going to be it. Deoxys finally on the board.
Well, only in rounds.
Yep, only in rounds. He's got something here.
Your end is near.
And he's got the Infinity Gauntlet loaded. Just needs to open Ninja Killer up potentially 2 more times here.
He's definitely a big threat, and like I said, we've seen him now starting to steal a few more turns, which is important for him.
There it is. Still picks up, even though Gears was up there in outer space.
Yeah, that's how Kickity Kick works.
Kickity Kick just suck you in like a vacuum. Doing to Gears what his fatal blow does to others.
Right? Yeah. 1-2, didn't expect the hit. He's in there.
Expecting the regular one because of that first game. Looked for the punish, got blown up by the amplification.
I really like this range where Ninja Killer's at. It's a range where, look, sure, Gears can attack right there, but Deoxys has been a little more patient than often we see.
Yeah, he's out of 4-2 range, so he's in 4-3 and back to range.
Oh, you mean wake up?
Hello!
Okay, no, it was follow stock. That was the intention.
Damage.
Oh, no! Okay, Deoxys still is in there. There's no fatal for him, but he can be a big threat. You know that. There's no offensive bar, though.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he needs to try to take the rest of this health bar. Nice stagger by Ninja Killer on the 1-2. The +3, and Deoxys is respecting, like you should, the 9-frame mid to follow. That's tough.
Ninja Killer.
A game away from making grand finals on the winner's side of his second major ever.
There's so much online lore following Ninja Killer. I know there are people in the chat right now.
I know there's an
I know there are people in the chat right now talking about.
Of people in the chat.
Absolutely.
Round 1.
And guess what? You guys are getting your moment right now.
Yeah.
Relish
hey,
it.
What can you say?
Ninja Killer is on fire, pun intended. But here we go. No! The same mistake!
Oh yeah, he reels back in his chair and I can see him saying, literally I can see his mouth saying, come on!
This is not great for Deoxys. I mean, for how effective he's been on this stage, it may just be the moment where he is finally, where he is in the bracket. The opponent, who knows?
It's funny because before CEO, Ninja Killer was telling me how nervous he was. He wasn't sure how well he would do. He felt like a lot of pressure in that situation. And yet,
He
played it well
lose.
at CEO,
Yeah,
and
at
here
CEO.
he's playing great.
And here he's playing like the favorite to win.
Yeah, just absolutely in control, whether it's an offense or footsies or whatever.
Ninja Killer is now a round away from sitting back and going, who is my final opponent of this tournament that I need to beat to become champion?
To 3-0 somebody like the Oxus would just be incredible.
That sent Sonic Fox to losers.
Yes, right.
And what a start to the round, gets the damage. What is kind of like a safe jump there, that back jump. Reminds me of the Injustice setups where you get inside the hitbox and then you jump back.
Oh! Cashes out, and what a better time.
And now he's giving Gearus a taste of his own medicine, and this is a taste of Deoxys' own medicine. Are you kidding me?
Okay. Will he spend it? He does. So it's going to be about half-life. Yeah, a little bit more. Deoxys, now he finds the right hit. Oh, he wanted to just follow up, and Ninja Killer rolls back, and he wakes up with buttons, and he deletes Deoxys 3-0. Just like that. To get into grand finals on the winner's side. Ninja Killer 2-1-2.
This is
looking
everything.
like a beast.
This is what all of the talk has been about. It's backed up. What's crazy is that he doesn't really say much at all. But you know, his fan base really backs him up everywhere. You guys could probably do it a little bit nicer to some of us sometimes. But the kid is just ridiculous.
Yeah, there it is.
And I don't think I've ever seen someone come on that quick and at that level.
You know, it's not like he started playing like this year. He has been playing, but it's been online.
Yeah,
it's been online. Yeah,
offline.
Well, shout outs to the netcode that is available in these games. You know, that's
NetherRealm.
I mean,
if you're watching, shout outs.
It's not the only example that I can think of somebody who's come on from online.
A lot of our youth have.
Yeah.
Like a lot of our current youth. We look at the Samijs,
Sure.
The Deoxys, Dragon. Oh, sorry, not really Dragon. Samij, Tweety as well. Deoxys, all those kids.
Sure.
All came from online. Online tournaments had the decent success online. Took it offline, and that's where they kind of began their blossoming.
So it's not
so many others.
It's not an exclusive thing. Yeah, for sure. It's not exclusive to Ninja Killer, but the speed
but the
with
speed
which
and the
he
level,
just that's rare. That's very rare. Anyway, he's waiting in grand finals, and now we have to get through losers side. This is now losers semifinals, where it'll be Kevo versus Sonic Fox. Winner of this will play against Deoxys in losers finals.
Kevo, by far, his best performance. 7th is previous, and now at minimum a 4th.
So do you expect to see Dvora here? Actually, for both of these players, you know, it could be up in the air.
I do, because that is who put Kevo in losers convincingly.
Oh, absolutely right. Absolutely right.
And I was in the crowd for that one. It was Sonic. Sonic just did heavy setups, and Kevo got annihilated. I'm just gonna call it what it is. Like all the setups worked. It was always his turn. Kevo didn't find a rhythm whatsoever. Can he find a rhythm here? I mean, he's already in the mix-up of Sonic Fox pre-game right now.
Right.
Is the shake up? Oh!
So yeah, Sonic Fox again beat Kevo 2-0 in pools, and at Defend the North, Sonic Fox won 3-0. So there's a little bit of history here, and it has not been on Kevo's side.
They played a few times back in MKX as well.
Okay.
Maybe even late MK9.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
You ready to get crushed by my
awesome
heel?
on Devora right now. I love that. I love the colors.
She's so cool looking. I mean, horrible, but cool, right?
Horrible. Absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, but very cool.
Okay. Don't let him get away with that. Luckily, he got the hit. Not a full combo. Maybe just wanted to break him.
Yeah, I don't remember if it was Chef or Arma who called her a Zerg in the last set, but hearing that, I was like, wow, that makes me want to play Devora, actually.
And I half expected the giant StarCraft crowd that's actually next to us might be able to hear us to turn their heads, but they didn't.
Say what?
They were focused on their action.
Sonic Fox down a little bit in life, but
that
the
range.
range. Okay, yes.
That is the range of the board that she plays that you're just not used to other players playing, or characters, I should say.
Yeah.
And there it is, just coming. I mean, 1 bug, 2 bug, 3 bug.
4.
I didn't know how to rhyme that.
You big lug. Here comes the knockdown for Kevo. Oh, Sonic Fox just like that, taking a turn. felt like part of that was Kevo looking all right, but then as soon as Sonic Fox got into that range, actually, where they punished the drop, the satellite drop, after that, it was like all Fox. It was just way back into control.
Yeah, all he needs is the hit, and having the resources available to get his stuff going, and it's been a struggle for a lot of people in this tournament to stop it. And again, especially when it comes to Kevo in their last meeting. He was using Jackie, by the way, in that last meeting, and he just got impatient and tried to disrespect rather than just wait it out. And even Scar came up and was like, you know, a little bit more patience. You just got to weather the storm sometimes. Because she will eventually run out of those resources.
The range really is pretty legit, though. Yep, low.
That was a punish.
Yeah, I thought that was -7.
Yeah, I thought. Sunny Stand 1, is that a 7?
Well, I'm looking it up now. I don't know. I don't know offhand.
It's one of those magical things. It's just like, remember day 1 patch? Total Amplified Panther became safe on paper, and then I got punished the first time I ever did it by Cassie Stand 1.
Nice.
Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. Is that the magical spot?
Ooh!
Kevo wants to stay alive. What's the mix-up going to be off of the curb stop?
Ah, it's -8, my bad. Okay, there you go. That one frame actually makes a huge difference right there.
Patience there by Sonic. The time is a ticking right now.
5, 4, 3.
Anything on block.
Yeah, and
on hit, we'll also do it.
As well, right. But as soon as Sonic Fox went up into the sky, Kevo knew, I think, that was going to be that.
You need to be careful coming out with that, you know, like even a jump back one by Devora still is like a half screen active thing. Tentacle.
The ovipositor?
Yeah. I don't know. Her spider thingies.
The little Zergling blade? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's a punish opportunity. Obviously, Sonic Fox gets out of that. Okay, goes low naturally.
Beautiful punish, too, on the ring. Amplifier or not, I think and here we go.
There's so many hitboxes coming at you.
The impatience, again, if you waited that out, it would have eventually kind of been your turn. Because he's all out of resources right now, Sonic. So if you didn't take any of those hits, he would have been out of resources, and you would have eventually had a turn and could have been in a better position here.
Fair enough. Oh, I don't know why dashing up into that range right there. That was basically dashing up into Devora's range.
Feel the pressure down. Hey. Okay, that's something here.
Kevo trying to make this work.
Without a fatal blow, this is going to be tough. Sonic is he just trying to get a kill with that for the lull of things?
You never know.
Oh, this is rough. Oh, no.
So many bugs. The ghosts come up. The flawless block doesn't even matter.
At once. That was 3 bugs at once. What?
Wins.
Yesterday, Sonic Fox told me that they think that this is an S- tier character. And
Round
I was like,
fight.
I saw you play at Celtic Throwdown. And the more I watched, the more I was like, this character's not good, but you're just the best, so it's working out. And now this weekend, I see a lot that I think is actually pretty ridiculous about this character. Yep. To be honest, the more I play now, I'm like, wow.
Back watching it earlier just going, oh, that's messed up. Yeah. Oh, that's really messed up.
Yeah.
Oh, dang. The whole time.
Super cool.
This is a great run by Kevo.
Yeah. There it is, yeah. Close to the round here, and that is it, in fact. Okay, so Kevo coming back a little bit. Not out of this.
Round 2, fight.
And you notice where Kevo's standing. It's intended not to be in that range for Devora. He either wants to be out of it or way in it at Sonya's advantage. Yeah, just like this is fine, or way outside, but you don't want to be right where that bug ovipositor will connect.
Sonya definitely known as one of the T-Rex limb characters here in MK11. You know, that range very short, but effective.
Yeah.
Just got to make it there first.
See what Fox pulls off of this. Just jumps on in. Ah, overhead. That was point blank and could have been punished for sure, but that's Fox for you.
There's a pickup. And there we go. Bugs, no matter what, are going to track you. That's so gross. There are some instances of that bug where one bug will go one way, and you can like roll to the other side, and the second bug will autocorrect and still track you. Look at this army.
No, you can see Kevo trying to spread, to thread the little needle, I should say.
Yep.
And yet,
Final
just didn't
round.
quite find it.
Fight.
Can I give NetherRealm some credit for creating one of the coolest like races ever in like a game or
The
like
chitin.
Yeah, the chitin is so cool. It's like, yeah, it's a bug that can just generate other bugs. What seems like infinitely. And it's
Yeah.
disgusting.
It's basically just a bug colony.
Yep.
That's all.
Like she in and of herself is a colony, right?
Yeah.
The mother, the brood mother. Whoa.
Whoa! The connection comes.
It's all
Spreading the
coming.
creep out there as she jumps up into the sky. Sonic Fox is a big life lead. You can see he does not.
He doesn't need to do
move.
anything
Yeah,
right now.
I mean they're just hanging out on the other side of the screen. Kevo, look, if you're Kevo though, is there much impetus to move yet? I don't know.
Yeah, not right now. You know, you are not building meter here in MK11 by doing all of these, and that's the one thing that we've really never talked about is that there's no meter build,
oh no!
so the patience really can't pay off.
That was the opportunity right there.
It
That
was.
punish on the overhead, which I think.
I want to say it's minus 16 off the top of my head.
I believe it's minus 16 as well. But I'm gonna double check
If we're
for sure.
right, and this is a character I've never even
It is minus
touched.
16. Yeah.
Woo! Oh man, I'm patting myself on the back. You're
Nice.
gonna you're gonna get pat on the back.
Kung
All right.
Lao. Turn
Everyone in chat that knew that and had already possibly tagged us on Twitter about it, pat on the back.
So Sonya is no more now. It's just going to be Kung Lao. By the way, since
Kung Lao.
Kevo's
Another new
down
character in top 8.
0-2, he has to win 3 in a row with Kung Lao.
Kung Lao.
Round 1.
He played this
Fight.
character, MK9, MKX. Loves Lao, and I haven't seen it yet here in MK11. What a start to went for the optimal on the drop. And it's Lotus Fish just like teammate Scar.
Yeah.
You know,
We're seeing a little bit more of that out of
Yeah.
Lotus Fish.
and by teammate we mean SKO guys, not necessarily the organization. They train together.
Look at that. That was a cool setup, I gotta tell you. Here it is. Oh no. Fox coming in. Is this for the round? I don't know.
Nope, there's no damage right
Yeah.
now. Woo! Oh!
That was actually the last hit of chip. There can be nothing for Kevo to get touched. He has to just do this without taking anything on block, on hit, the big bad hand. Nope.
I think
And you can't even tech that.
I think it's felt the
You're
pressure.
just dead.
Yep.
You take some damage when you, even if you take a throw, right?
That's right.
You're just dead.
So
Two.
just feeling the pressure of my options have become almost zero. Needed to get the hit. Wanted to knock down to the fatal blow too.
That is a way that. Oh, cool on!
That was from out of throw range right there by Kevo. Is he feeling this pressure right now? Tournament life.
Hey,
As this is
no
match point for
cancel.
Fox and no confirmation either. Foxy somewhere in the crowd like shrugged, like shivered a little bit.
This is looking good for Sonic Fox, even though he's down in life. Oh! Oh, he's too far.
Out of the
Wow.
range. Sonic's gonna write that down in his handy dandy notebook. Do something a little bit longer next time around.
That's a lot of resources used right there. But
There we
Kevo's
go.
trying to maintain. If he can take this round, he's still in this. Yes. And now he'll have most of those resources back by the time the next round starts. It comes back pretty fast.
Final
How effective
round.
did we see Scar
Fight.
utilize all four bars of meter? And he actually went through, I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He went through 10 bars of meter in one round.
Okay.
Like, Lotus Fist players think that it's going to be the death of them to come off four bars, right?
Yeah.
And it worked every single time. Woo!
Really?
I would have not thought that was going to hit either.
Yeah.
I don't think Kevin was even ready.
Yeah,
For some kind of
right,
pickup.
yeah. Fox trying to take his turn here, down one into pressure. It comes out the bug. Yes. And now Kevo back off the whip punish. Yeah, maybe was concerned about the
Okay,
bug.
exactly, because he burned Kevo so much earlier of, here, it is your turn, you can take it and hit me, but I got a surprise waiting for you.
Well, here's Kevo now. He will have a life lead. And one combo will do it. Can he get it? Oh, no, if it had been spin, if it had just been spin.
If it had been spin, oh no! Surviving the single hit as Fox into the fatal blow, and this is gonna seal Kevo's fate.
Wow, if that had just been the spin. Kevo knows.
Yeah, Kevo knows. He's gonna look at that back. All these guys and everyone watching from home. If you're ever in a tournament and your match is recorded, go back and watch it.
Yeah,
And in the infamous words of Kung Lao, learn from this.
that's right. Oh, well. There it is for Sonic Fox moving on yet again. So Kevo out. This was definitely his best showing
By
on
far.
the pro competition.
By far.
So hats off to Kevo for that. That's really
Huge
great.
wins, massive wins, and in like multiple seas filled with sharks.
Oh yeah, super tough.
Every pool was almost a major.
Yeah, that's what we were calling it before. Kevo, I believe, only lost to Sonic Fox in this tournament.
Yes.
Yeah, Kevo.
That's not the worst thing you can put on a performance.
I hear you. Kevo beat Biohazard in pools, then lost to Fox. Then it was Kevo getting through Phoenix, Scar, Dizzy, and Gun Show. Ultimately, rematch with Sonic Fox didn't work out. So again, great
all
showing.
looking incredible as well. And
Yeah.
you know, I had one of the players be like, "Hey, who do you like in this top 16?" And I went, "Anyone." Really, because
What can you say?
that's how everyone's playing here.
Yeah.
And you know, at this point in competitive, with the months that have gone by, this is finally where everyone's catching up to each other. You know, the patch really did, I think, help with just the slight touches.
Yeah.
Seeing slight differences
Yeah.
in the competitive meta.
It didn't need to be a huge change.
Yeah, and then everyone's skill is just up there. You know, the knowledge that's being passed around, the training that's going in, and it's just giving us such a great tournament.
Here's the look. It is, again, Ninja Killa 2-1-2, hanging out in Grand Finals. And in Losers Finals, it will be UYU Deoxys versus Echo Fox Sonic Fox. Could be very interesting. Either way, we'll get a rematch of Deoxys versus Ninja Killa from this weekend, or Sonic Fox versus Ninja Killa from a previous weekend. I believe that was at CEO when they played.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I guess it's kind of a double rematch anyway, huh? Very interesting.
Yes.
Uh,
Combo Breaker top 8 as well. It was Sonic Fox who eliminated Deoxys first round.
Wow, okay, yeah. Well, we'll get to all that stuff.
Woo!
There's going to be a lot of great matches remaining. I mean, only 2 on deck, but could be 3 sets. You never know.
You never know.
You never know. All right, everybody, we're going to take a short break. We'll be back with the rest of Dreamhack Montreal.
The run back of run backs in this losers finals. It's going to be Deoxys versus Sonic.
Mm-hmm.
And what a matchup that first time was around for Deoxys to finally overcome it, and for Deoxys to be in a position to try to make history in back-to-back weekends and try to beat Sonic Fox twice in the same tournament.
As you were saying before, that's only happened 2 times in history.
Yep.
Rewind did it just last weekend. And before that, it was Forever King at E-League.
Yes.
It's quite a while ago now.
It was. And a completely different game, and it wasn't necessarily an open bracket because he had such a high probability of running into him twice.
Right.
In comparison.
Right.
Sure.
But
But still, it's not easy to do because you've given Sonic Fox the information, right?
yeah, it's definitely not easy
It's
to
just
do.
not.
When they played earlier today, it was Deoxys 2-1.
Very
And
close.
That was, of course,
Scary.
I mean,
Down to the wire.
No doubt. That was before top 8, which meant it was
It
a
was.
first to 2. Now, in top 8 itself, it is, of course, a first to 3, so it requires a little bit more work. And when they have played in the past, EVO winner semifinal, Sonic Fox took it 3-1. And at Combo Breaker, Sonic Fox took it 3-0.
Yes, and I gotta let's talk about coming into this. What just transpired?
Sure.
Sonic Fox is coming into this riding fairly high.
Yeah.
Got a bunch of wins, being knocked into the losers early against Hayate, against Dragon, against Kevo to get here, right? He is incredibly warmed up. Deoxys, on the other hand, looked like a different person in that winners finals. He let execution errors get to him. You saw the emotion. You saw, those input errors.
Yeah.
He would flail his arms. The whole chair would lean back.
Yeah, that wasn't as obvious to people watching from home,
Yes.
but we could see it here. And
It was
you
there.
definitely-
And it was crazy how we walked
Anyway,
out.
he's definitely hearing us right now. Chill out,
Oh.
man. You're
Oh,
all
our
right.
bad.
You're all right. You'll be good out there.
Don't think about it.
I believe in you.
Stop listening. Put the headsets on. how about you do that?
I believe in you.
As there's laughing out there. But no.
Fox just gave him the Fox head to put on, and Deoxys politely declined.
Cannot let that get to him. Reset the mind. It's only Sonic Fox.
Yeah. Who's that? Who's
Just-
that?
Just a kid who plays video games.
Well, that's absolutely right. Although kid at this point might not
I know,
be accurate.
that's all I was
Sonic
like,
Fox is actually the old person here among these two. Yeah, that's right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Sonic's like, wait a
The
minute.
old
I'm
veteran.
old,
Uh-huh.
ancient, decrepit,
That's right.
fossil, a living fossil before our eyes.
Yeah, if you added up their ages, that would actually be older than me.
Barely.
Well, you know what? You're right. You're right.
So here we go.
Only by a couple
No
of
big
years.
deal. It's top 3 of a major tournament here in the pro competition.
No
Not
big
a
deal.
lot is on the line. All
No
right.
big deal.
You've already gotten the points. You've already gotten the money. You just gotta play.
Well, you know, I don't know if that's right.
What?
Deoxys, so Sonic Fox is, of course, #1 overall in points. We're talking about
Yep.
points you need to get into the finals at the end of the year. Whereas Deoxys is currently 9th overall. Coming into this 9th overall. Naturally,
And this
he'll
is-
already have
this
gotten a
is-
bunch of points at this point.
This might solidify him.
Yeah, you might be able to have to do the math on that, but that's gonna be close, of course. The additional thing to look at is that this is so they are fighting for minimum 3rd or 4th. 4th place is 200 points.
Second or third?
Second, no, you're right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. 3rd place is 230 points. 2nd is 260. 1st is 350. So if Sonic Fox gets it, you know, he just continues his lead over the
He
field.
probably didn't even need to come here
If-
if we're being honest with you, guys watching from home.
If
And
Deoxys gets it, then that puts him into the mix with about top 4. Looks like Tekken Masters would still be ahead of him, but
Hayate Foxy, who also performed really well here.
That's true. They're going to be moving
Yep.
up in points as well. So, you know, we'll see how it all...
Rewind Scar, and Tweety really being the one where the performance here might hinder him just a little bit inside that top 12. That top 12 is, again, where you want to be when the pro competition ends outside of the other ways into Final Combat. Pro competition ends, top 12 make it in automatically to Final Combat. There's 16 that make it total. 4 other ways in. Last Chance Qualifier, Liga Latina, Northern Arena up there in Canada,
Yep.
and then the
You mean here.
European Intercontinental.
Yep. You're right.
Well, actually, it's actually more than European. The Intercontinental taken so much more
Yes, indeed.
of the world.
The other thing here is that the prize money pot bonus, this is in addition to just the pot from
This
the
is
people who
the
have entered here.
This is the capital that Dizzy was talking about earlier.
Right. 3rd place gets 2,000. 2nd place gets 3,000. So there's quite a difference there. 50% more. Not too bad. Here we go. It's going to be Hunker Down Jax.
So this
And-
was
instantly with the stand 1.
this was not what we saw on the winner's side of this bracket. We saw Devora coming out of Fox, but it was the Jax pick that we saw early in the top 8
Right.
against Hayate, and it was looking very good.
It was 3-0.
Was a 3-0. This is a character that has just gone unchanged since day #1 and has been a major threat since day 1.
Yeah, Jax was one of the least changes of anybody. And it was a mauling for Sonic Fox to start off.
We are loving the bops on the head. He's just looked clean.
Bop.
And this is a character that a lot of people were even like warning me about that Sonic Fox had in their arsenal, and we haven't seen it.
I've only seen it from Fox you're just sort of watching the stream.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think I've seen them play it at a major yet. But here it is, obviously looking great.
All right, Deoxys.
Oh,
okay.
boy.
Deoxys was a little late on that gauntlet, still went for the full charge, and didn't have enough hits done there to kind of guarantee a 1 or anything like that. That was a little bit of an error, but hey, he's got the gauntlet loaded, but the damage is already done.
Sonic Fox is just in here so close. I don't think that they've left the corner ever since it
Oh,
started.
and puts him
the
to
entirety of
sleep.
that game, as soon as Fox got into the corner, which was itself pretty fast,
The whole game.
the whole rest of the game was fought right there.
Yes. Dox is struggling, and he has struggled both on the winner's final side and here to get that gauntlet like loaded the way that he wants to, the optimal way, and he didn't mess it up one time, it looked like, on his route here.
Deoxys, of course, getting into
Again,
winners'
zero
finals.
pressure to actually do it.
Gears.
Of course, Geras. I think that's the only character we've seen out of Deoxys at a pro competition, even at any other major
Yes.
as well. I know he plays other characters.
He
but
plays the cast,
yeah,
to
but
my understanding.
At big tournaments, it's just been Geras.
I also think I saw some really cool arms on Jax coming into this. I'm really excited to see. This is 1-0 Sonic Fox looking for the revenge once again. How hard is it in our history? Those arms are so cool.
Yeah.
How hard is it in our scene's history to beat Sonic twice?
Well, almost impossible. You mentioned it's only happened 2 times, and Fox has been around for a good half decade now. Half a dozen years, even.
It's almost as if he's, not to cross games in another one that he's one of the best in the world at in Dragon Ball, but it's as if he's a Saiyan in that, like, you beat him and he just like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm coming back stronger. I know exactly what you're going to do.
Oh, I like Deoxys trying to take advantage of that situation with stand 1, but not quite. Trying to chase down, I think, was Fox. And here's this is what I want to see. Okay, so to me, this sounds like he's settling down a little bit because that is the kind of thing I know him for. To steal a turn, to do a great job in the combo when he go for crush. Yes, I don't think enough. Oh, it was enough, just barely.
So,
but he was right. He was absolutely right about what to do.
that was an adjustment made by Deoxys. Could have loaded the gauntlet right there. Opted not to and just did a double down 2. He wanted damage. So I think that's an adjustment that he wants to settle down and just take the damage that's given to him off of that temporal advantage the first time around.
Oh, here's a punish.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is pretty ballsy, but this might be like, again, he might be like settling down, getting more comfortable because this is what he would do normally.
Yeah, this looks much better to me right now in this game. Certainly. Yeah, there it is. Here's the
and
playing his video
shit.
game. Woo!
That's not easy to do. I haven't done it, but he told me that that's not an easy combo, and he hits it every time.
Okay. Still no offensive bar for Deoxys, but there will be after this grab.
He says
so now, if he finds the right situation, he could kill.
What an up back by Sonic
Fox
there to
knows
get a
it.
dodge.
You can see Fox just escaping there. Oh, no!
Oh, looks for the pickup, and Sonic is just like, you know what? Bam. I have heated arms, and I think that Sonic Fox is going to be the one to just do it.
Yeah, if Fox just goes in for a mix-up right now, they could end up taking it.
And there it is.
Is that enough? Oh, of course. Of course.
Off of those kicks
course.
can come the other crushing blow. That is a safely staggered mid.
Fight.
Welcome to Jax. Welcome to Mortal Kombat.
Tried to anti-air. Pretty good jump in from Jax.
There's another one. 3 gone, but close range. These are the 2 characters that have the most easily accessible crushing
Sonic
blows.
Fox
This is another one. This could be it.
Missed the timing? Wow.
Another one. Back to back to back to back. Crushing blows. He shows the mercy. Go back to the match. It's matching time.
No!
Deoxys right now has a smile on his face, and he just did jump in down 2. Absolute maniac. Wow. If that's not the most wholesome smiles on players, I don't know what is.
I gotta tell you, I would not have that wholesome of a smile on my face if I were Deoxys.
I would say turn the camera
I'd be
off.
a little saltier than that. A little saltier.
So, like I was saying, these 2 characters are the ones you're going to see the most crushing blows out of both. Most easily accessible and then the most in crushing blows that they have.
They're practical, they're good, they're damaging.
Practical, good, and you're like, which of the 7 am I getting hit by?
Yeah, right. I mean, they have, well, maybe not as much with Garrus now, but they have real mix-ups that include the crushing blows, like legit ones.
Whoa!
Taking a lot of damage right there with Sonic Fox. The bop! The bop.
I felt like I got hit by that read. I felt that.
Let's see what Deoxys can get out of this. Sonic Fox was not breaking out. He was content to take it. 368. Trying to take advantage. Here's Fox. 1, 2,
3, and 4. Oh, he was like, you know what? Let's not come off the question.
Yeah, I think that's probably what it was. Yeah, they probably just thought, like, look, I don't want to do the full crush here. It wasn't worth it. It would have killed.
Against Hayate, he saved it every match to win. All 3 games, command grab victories.
Yes,
what
the
a
whip punch. It's match point Sonic Fox, by the way. Yes, the loops.
Just a change in scenery for Sonic. Switch to Jax has made all the difference here. Hello, back to back.
That does mean that there's no offensive bar here for Deoxys. It's not going to be a ton of damage.
Also, it's no defensive bar. Cannot get anything. And he is inching Sonic ever so close to that fatal blow. I'm scared. I would do something really savage here, David. I would let Sonic Fox hit me till I got my fatal blow.
Oh, boy. I don't know, man. That's pretty ballsy in this situation.
And then try to kill him. Okay, now we're just in the savage territory. Almost double fatal blow. And that's it. That should be it. Is the damage there?
Let me see those skulls.
Oh yeah, there's the clap.
Oh,
and the boom.
Easy.
Sonic Fox 3-0 over Deoxys with the vengeance from winner's side of this bracket. And how hard is it to beat Sonic twice in a tournament? We've only seen it once, twice in a generation. I mean, I can start using those words now.
Well, for Deoxys, look, he beat Sonic Fox, beat Gunshow, made it into winners finals, and then
Ninja Killer
didn't
happened.
win a game.
Ninja Killer happened.
So did Sonic Fox.
Didn't win a game since making winners finals.
That's what I'm saying. It was an
now
0-3 loss against Ninja Killer, and it was an 0-3 loss against Sonic Fox.
And that will give us the matchup that I think everyone wants to see. Everyone wants to see this matchup.
Sure.
Again.
Right, yeah, so it's happened. We've seen this they had an online competition battle. That was the first time that I saw them play.
Online East. Yes,
at
first time
East.
ever that they had played.
That was a 3-1 win for Sonic Fox.
And didn't Ninja Killer also play the Jackie Mirror a little bit in that set? It was a lot of feeling out. And then it was twice at CEO.
Yes, and that was, of course, Sonic Fox winning 2-1 before top 8, and then it was Sonic
close.
Fox winning 3-0 in top 8.
It's just like we see with Dragon, right? Where you play him really close in winners, and then he bops you in losers.
Right. Yeah.
But here, only got to beat him once. And Sonic Fox has to beat Ninja twice.
That's right. Of course, it's going to be 2 3 out of 5 sets, potentially. If Sonic Fox wins the first 3 out of 5, then we'll go to the second one.
This is also Sonic Fox's third grand final from the loser side
and
on the pro competition.
It continues Sonic Fox's streak of making the grand finals every time.
Every single time that he's gone.
Every single time.
1 2 2. Wait, no. 2 1 1.
Oh, I can read it out for you. It was second
2,
place
1, 1,
at Combo Breaker, second place at the online,
2,
first
1,
place
1,
at
1, 2.
CEO, first place at Defend the North, first place
1,
at Evo,
and then 2 Celtic.
second at Celtic, and now grand finals yet again.
Liu Kang.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. I'm going to check their buttons here, and then we'll get into this.
I'm really curious about the match. They warmed each other up for top 16.
Special
So I don't know what we're going to expect.
Did they?
Yeah.
Nice.
In this matchup.
Again, it's just going to be a button check here as we're hanging out at Dreamhack Montreal. We have had one of the best weekends, I feel, in Mortal Kombat 11 so far. In terms of the level of play,
from start to
we've
end.
Seen, absolutely. I mean, if you have just been watching the stream, I feel like every single match that we had on stream was an amazing match. There was no fluff here.
Yes. Second round
Everybody
on,
was good.
Second round on, everyone's just like, oh.
Yeah.
That's happening.
Yeah.
This is happening. These two are playing. They're playing. This is just one pool. Wait a minute. But it's all come down to this. An entire weekend of battles to see who is going to be your Mortal Kombat champion has come down to Sonic Fox versus Ninja Killer. Battle of the ages. Everyone wants to see this. They're getting the runbacks from CEO, from the online East. Let's get into it. Grand Finals time, baby.
Shao Kahn is not your master.
He's our temporary benefactor.
Why should you die in his name?
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, and for Ninja Killer, it's... Oh, that might have been the beginning of things right here. Oh, and instead it's Fox taking control. The bug's already out. You can see, I like what Ninja Killer did right there, right? He just moved away.
Yep.
Moved away.
And I'm curious to see, since they have a lot of, familiarity with each other, perhaps in this matchup we're going to see a more passive approach to the bugs from Ninja Killer. The patience, wait it out, take your turn. Oh, we see the disrespect. It's still getting almost comboed right there.
Well, wasn't it? I think there was.
Yeah,
it said a juggle.
Yeah, it was a
hits.
combo. He just didn't pick it up into anything else.
Right.
Could have gotten that right there, and then gone into another bug because he had the offensive meter. Ooh, quick mixes.
And Sonic Fox is ready for the grab. And Ninja Killer now is in trouble. Okay, maybe the beginning. Certainly plenty of time on the clock.
One string, fatal blow.
Yeah, oh yeah, you're absolutely right. There it is!
Right. And what was the matchup we saw earlier where they did not react to that bug with fatal blow? I think it was the Deoxys match. We could have taken it earlier, believe it or not, when he put out the bug at that max distance. It's Ninja Killer with the reaction. It's not going to get the kill to only 332.
He's got to make this count, though. You do not want to lose your fatal blow and not win the round.
Oh, how?
Can we talk about that anti-air? That actually is super good anti-air.
It's really good, but to do that against the Vora of all of the jumping characters at you with great jump kick, ridiculous range, Ninja Killer, he's here. Kill him.
Yeah, and I feel like that was a great round for Sonic Fox for almost the entirety of it until the very end. So for Ninja Killer to end up taking it, it's pretty big. Great block, and here's the punish. I feel like it's the first time all weekend I've seen anybody do that. Block it and punish it.
And what are we talking about? Coming in here with one of the best displays of knowledge of the game. He's got the 9-framer.
I mean, that is a big help, to be clear.
Yeah. Jump read.
Fox is going to set it up. No, it's not your turn, buddy.
And that is incredibly jailing on hit. That Avapazzo rush, still plus on hit, jailing highs. Went for the low mix-up, and Sonic Fox ties us up at a round apiece. He's got a long way to go if he wants to win, but he's done it so many times before. It was a round from winning it from losers at Celtic, won it from losers at CEO. No stranger to these long sets.
Right. Sweep, okay. Something he's been using a lot. And now Fox in here for the corner pressure. Wow, they get hit. Ninja Killer instead comes in and cashes out.
Yeah, it was the counter hit. Fox pressing buttons after the sweep. At that distance, probably thinks that they're safe to press those buttons, but nope. Forward.
I love this range. I just love to comment on it from Ninja Killer. That he plays that so confidently, where he knows that he can come in and attack at any moment. Yeah, and that's how he started off that victory. He was at a range, and that range convinced Sonic Fox to move forward.
Yep,
and as soon as Fox did, Ninja Killer was there, forward 4, blow it up.
Moved right into the range of forward 4.
Yep.
Just had a feel for it. Just a natural, what feels like a natural reaction to spacing, fundamentals, what we call footsies in fighting games.
Yep.
I pray for you.
Extremely strong stuff.
Because a lot of it is natural talent. That, you can say, it takes a lot of hard work, all this fun stuff. But the natural feel for this kind of stuff, I can understand because I don't have it. But they do.
It's learnable, but it's more easily learned by some people. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right? Like, it comes a little bit more naturally to some than others.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Ninja 2 games away. 3 health bars from the championship.
Sonic Fox looking down at their pad right there, kind of shaking their
Round
head.
2, fight.
And it's Ninja looking at him, right? As the composed player right now.
He really does look composed.
Yeah. Not phasing whatsoever.
Just sitting there, is he chewing his gum or something?
Yep. They're both chewing gum. Is that the text, by the way? Gotta be. Look at this. Lead.
No! 507. Sonic Fox did try to press a button to try to take control, and yet Ninja Killer was right into there immediately. Down 2. There's a break. And so smart. No, it was going to be a setup either way. Didn't spend the breakaway meter.
Takes the second low on Puzzle Rush. Fatal blows available. Both players. Who is pulling the trigger? Who's getting happy here? Just to stagger the forward 4. Fox ready for it with the throw. Now as the health lead. Are we going to see the passivity or the aggressiveness coming?
Really can't put
Oh, he went aggressive and eats a fireball to the foot. Tournament championship point for Ninja Killer.
He's just firing on every cylinder,
Every
man.
cylinder.
The footsies are there. The combos are there. The execution, of course, is going to be there with this guy. The understanding of the timings, everything is
Not
there.
phased whatsoever.
Jax.
He's just chewing his gum, listening to some music.
Just chilling.
What did he do?
Playing some Liu Kang.
Oh, it's Jax! So Sonic Fox has gone over to Jax, and that has caused Ninja Killer immediately to put his head in his hands.
I couldn't tell if he did that before the character selection. And
I don't know.
And
I was making it
he
up.
just saw, whereas like right now he's like, oh, he picked Jax. Okay.
It's probably whatever. I'm just trying to play it out, man. Come on.
Fight.
So now Sonic Fox has to win 3 games in a row, followed by 3 more games.
3 more games.
Could you imagine Fox getting 0-3 in Grand Final? I'd need a stat on how often.
I can imagine it.
I feel like that hasn't happened in a while.
If I mean, I've got the imagination for it. Do I have the reality for it? Different story. Do you have the Infinity Gauntlet?
Shut up and come.
I can make some magic happen with that bad boy.
Okay, all right. Yeah, so that's a couple there. Trying to set up the crushing blow, of course, with the kick and kick.
Oh, too late on the button is Fox to blow up the gap. And one of the worst things you can mess up.
They choose not to cash out on that. This is just Sonic Fox trying to pressure, trying to get something going, but it just feels like Ninja Killer always has his turn. Look at this. How often is it has been his turn? Fox has not pressed the button. Finally!
And every time he has pressed the button, Ninja is ready. And here we go.
The amount of pressure that Ninja Killer has been able to sustain against one of the all-time greats has been remarkable.
Every time Fox takes a turn, he's ready. Whether it's flawless block
Yeah.
or just patient enough to wait it out and take his turn.
Ninja Killer just so ready.
Tournament point.
So ready for everything.
For
Here's
Ninja.
Dreamhack Montreal. They're playing on stage. I'll see it.
What a
We're here
statement
too.
win. For Ninja, this would be
It would be hard to make a bigger statement in the 3-0 Sonic Fox Grand Finals.
at the most stacked tournament to date.
Right. Yes, gets the grab. And because of this, Ninja Killer will get a little bit of pressure for himself. And like I said, he's just been so good with that. No, with the
And
anti-air.
every time Fox has gone to the air, Ninja ready for it.
Ninja Killer backed off specifically to get the anti-air. He backed off. He had been pressured. He was
And
like,
he's ready for that. First time we've seen that punish on tournament too.
Nobody
Ninja Killer,
else has done
the
that.
knockdown. One more hit is all he needs with the low. Fox taking their turn though.
We talk about the snowball injects. We got to see it right now. We got to barrel down that mountain.
And this is where it begins with the fatal blow.
I see
Maybe
it. We're the snow's starting to fall. Snow's starting to slide.
What's the mix-up here? Because the mix-up's not going to kill unless it's command grab. And he went for Ninja was ready. And Ninja Killer is your Dreamhack Montreal Pro Competition Champion.
They called the ski patrol. They shut down that avalanche just like that. Put the dynamite in all the right places. And Ninja Killer ends up doing it. Again, can it get a bigger statement than 3-0ing Sonic Fox
can't.
in Grand Finals?
It can't.
Than doing the two punishes that we just didn't see before.
The whole
That
tournament.
everybody knows about, but in the
Yep.
moment, right, the spacing, the timing, yada yada, do you even block the overhead? He blocked, yes, and he punished.
Yep, punished.
And then when it came to the jacks back forward 2, the grab on it is a high.
Which
you can just neutral
You have
duck
to
it.
be like frame perfect
It's-
on your neutral crouch into the down two to get that.
You're right. It's not easy
Flawlessly
to do.
executed. Championship point up on Fox. If they get statement sent.
And then just the reaction I love, too, because the reaction wasn't
I
like to
couldn't-
jump up and explode.
I couldn't
It
tell
was
if he
just
won or
like,
not.
He takes the little things out of his
Yep.
ears, little head
Yep.
head shake. Cool. All right. Well, Ninja
Could not
Killer.
tell if he won the tournament, if he won a game.
Yeah, I know.
If he
Oh wow, Ninja Killer.
he's just getting up from a casual set like, hey, that was for something.
Just killing it out there. And Path was because it was a good one.
Yes,
He began earlier. Let's see if I can find it. He played and beat Nivik, Rewind. That was in pools. Then a Foxy Grandpa, then Dragon, then Deoxys, then Sonic Fox. That list of bodies
It's almost
is the
the top
short
of the
list.
pro competition. He
I was
knocked
just
down
gonna
all
say,
of the top.
that actually is Sonic Fox #1 in points. Dragon #2 in points. Foxy
Fox,
Grandpa
fourth?
is
Fourth or third?
third in points. So he literally took out the top three. The top three in points this season were all demolished by Ninja Killer.
Y'all got to look out.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt about
All
it.
of you are on notice in that crowd and watching from home that are like, I can do this.
Well, maybe because here's the thing: the way that Ninja Killer has gotten into something we discussed briefly is that he has come from the online side of things.
If you guys are confident, come out to a pro competition.
Well,
event.
I mean, show it online, right? You have the tools.
yes.
You have the same tools that Ninja Killer did. A great online play system and a great game to play it in. And he did that with MKX. When MK11 came out, we all wanted to see him travel. And he has done fantastically well. Say he lost one game
he
in
lost
all
one
top
game
8.
in top 8. To Dragon.
Let me see if he lost before that.
Oh, yes.
He 2-0'd Foxy Grandpa, so he didn't lose a game there. He against
Rewind was 3-2 last round.
Rewind, according to this, was 2-0.
I might be wrong.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, because Rewind.
Wait.
Yeah.
Was it 2-0? It
was-
might have been.
According to this, it's 2-0. And his
I was
match
thinking
against,
of all of the other final
his match
rounds
against
that happened.
Nivik was 2-0, and his match against STB Kamasi was 2-0. Are you telling me
Did he only lose
that
one
Ninja Killer
single
lost
game?
one game in the
I
entire
need to ask
tournament?
him this.
The entire tournament. Now,
What?
to be fair, this wasn't like an EVO length tournament, okay? But the list of players that I just named, again, are many of the best players in the entire world.
If you look at the path of Sonic Fox when he won Evo and compare it to a path like he had here, where he had to beat the top 3. He had to hit, and Joxus as well, who was in top 8 or was in top 8
yeah.
or should be in top 8. So to take out
Yeah,
half of that.
Joxus is 9th coming into this.
So winner, look at his path at Evo, and I guarantee you that you'd have to take out 5 of the other top 8 in points to win Evo. I guarantee you that he didn't.
I hear you. I think this is a remarkable performance by Ninja Killer this weekend. Just absolutely incredible play. He is certainly among the very short list of best players in the world.
Undisputed right now. Undisputed.
For Sonic Fox, he continues the streak of making it to grand finals. I mean, shout-outs to them for that. That is,
Losing 2 in a row.
Oh, my God. Sonic Fox didn't win 2 tournaments
in a row? Are you kidding me?
They're about to wash up.
No, I think that in of itself is going to give, unintentionally, other players maybe a little bit more confidence to see kinks in the armor, right?
Okay. Then you had in third place Deoxys. Now we mentioned that for Deoxys, winners finals and losers finals, not what he wanted. But I would say that before that, Deoxys played super well, sent Sonic Fox to losers.
Yep.
Again, he has won tournaments this year. He's made top 8s quite a few times now. I'm really happy for him, even though he ends up losing here, because he continues to prove that he's one of the best players in the world and quite young and still has a great future ahead of him.
And improving.
You had Kevo.
And almost single-handedly putting Gearus on the map, who hasn't won a single tournament.
Has Gearus not won a major?
No.
Well, okay, sometimes it happens like that. What can you say?
That's my favorite blow-up in this in the pro competition. Gearus is a terrible
By the way, did Liu
character,
Kang just win 2 tournaments in a row?
Whoa.
Yeah, Rewind last weekend and
okay, you guys might be right about that
weekend. He seems pretty good.
They might be right about that one.
Shout-outs to Kevo as well, Kevo Extraborn, who got 4th place here. We've talked about his path in MK9. He won a bunch of tournaments. He was very strong. He has not taken that strong of an approach to most of the games after that, especially in Justice, not quite as much into it. When MK11 came out, he started traveling right away. Started playing and doing well immediately.
And that's how he gauges, like, if he's going to play something competitively. He goes out early. If he gets the results, he's in there.
And he definitely has those results. Then in 5th places, give it up for Gun Show. Give it up for Gun Show right there. That's amazing.
That's
I'm super
fantastic
happy about
to come at a pro competition standpoint relatively out of nowhere and perform like he did.
Right. He's somebody who we've all known about for a while.
As a phenomenal player.
Right. But to beat the players that he beat, let me see if I got the list right here.
And he was one of the biggest dark horses because we know who he is and because we know who he plays, trains with, practices with. Everyone's like, man, I got bodied by Gun Show's Jax the other night. And it's just all those rumors here coming into a tournament that we just saw what happened.
His entire run was right off the bat.
Which is exactly what happened in Justice 2 with Gun Show, by the way. He shows up out of nowhere, and everyone's like, watch out for this guy's Firestorm.
I remember, yeah.
Obliterates people.
Gun Show then beat Tweety early on.
Shouts to Tweety for Rocket Frost, by the way.
That was very cool. Then Gun Show beat Big D. That's to get out of pools. Then Gun Show beat Hayate. Huge. He was up 2-0 against Deoxys as well. And then ends up going out.
Could have easily been, in those final 2 matches that we saw today and could have been in a position to win the whole thing.
For Dragon, the result of 5th is definitely not what he wants. For him, that's a little underperforming.
Yes, it is. It's still consistent.
Sure.
We finally saw Mr. Consistency break in a Foxy Grandpa here, just outside of the top 8.
That's right.
But Dragon still remains, and so does Sonic with these performances. 5th and above, or for Sonic 2 and above.
All right. Then in 7th places, you had tied Dizzy TT and Hayate as well. So Hayate, who has won a pro competition stop, he won Vianality. He has made top 8 a few times now. Look, again, 7th place is not what he wants, but this is continuing to be a good set of performances from him. Only lost to Sonic Fox in the end.
And Dizzy, one of the few that has really bet it all, it seems, not only as a player but as a person on this pro competition, where he pays for all of his own travel from the UK around the globe and has just tried everything to get into Final Combat and came here because he was on the cusp.
Yeah.
Got some points. We'll see how it looks finalized post Dreamhack Montreal, where he ends up. But just trying to make Final Combat and get that money is what he's after there. But also proving that he's just one of the best players in the world, and that we know and we've seen the European scene so strong. When we go to their home turf, they perform really well, and, and when they've came over, they performed really well, all across the board. So shouts to Dizzy again for believing in himself enough to put out as much as he has to compete in the pro competition.
Yeah, he's doing a great job.
And everyone who has, shout-outs.
Just outside of the top 8 was Foxy Grandpa, Scar, Gert, Rewind. Again, extremely dense matches here.
Because all of those could have been a top 8 from
all
another.
killers.
Yeah.
I mean, individual pools looked like they could have been top 8s. It was incredible this weekend. But that's it for Dreamhack Montreal. For the top 8, over. The whole tournament's done. Congratulations again to Ninja Killa, absolutely one of the best players in the world.
100%. Couldn't agree more. Just an absolute performance and a great showing of our game here at a competitive level, the highest that we may have seen. Just thank you guys so much for watching. You know, everyone at home, I hope you guys enjoyed the action as much as we did, like we always do. These players put on such great performances. So many final games, so many final rounds, so many hype moments. It's picking up as this pro competition, as only 3 events remain. We've got the Brazil Game Show, we've got East Coast Throwdown, we've got NEC. And that is it for the pro competition portion of it. You've, of course, got Last Chance Qualifier, Canada Intercontinental, and Liga Latina. So there's more action to come. We're getting there, though. Super excited to see how everything turns out, David. It's been an absolute honor. Thank you so much.
As per usual,
it's been
man.
Great.
It's been a lot of fun. All right, everybody. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next time.